Mic test, mic test. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Buddy Bison stream. I hope we're all having a wonderful day today, because I most certainly am, because we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak. And we're about to do maybe something depressing, sad, unfortunate. As Kevin, no one looks too happy in this title screen. Yeah, so we are in the, I guess, second half of Act 3? Or Act 4? Are we finally in Act 4? I actually forgot to check that. No, we're still in Act 3. We are in the ever-continuing latter half of Act 3. It feels like Act 3 will never end. They just keep... like, because now, at this point, the acts are not single day lengths. right? Because now we have gone another day into the future.
Please let me know
Or
what you
not
require.
into the future, but we've gone another day. Whereas all previous ones were just one day ordeals. Okay, so should I bother? Nah, I don't need to spend more to do that.
ADO's protected.
But how's it going, Wolf Slash? Thanks for dropping by. Hope you're having a nice day. Yeah, but we are tracking down Professor Hamilton, Latoya Hamilton,
Let's do a search.
to this area, the remnants of Crave Village. We are in the outskirts, and it's kind of sad. And they're giving us Grimgarten access. Doing fine. I maybe forgot my charging cable at work. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Cutscene. Wasn't expecting a cutscene. Huh? I don't see Agnes or Renee anywhere. Or Ren anywhere. Me neither. You think something happened? The rest of their team still made it, so there has to be a reasonable explanation. Okay, Renee. Yeah, because Anya's... What, is the game over? No, it's never over, Sleeper. Yeah, because at the end of Van's thing, the presidential car pulled up and said, yo, you need to get in. Congrats, you're being introduced to the world at large as the president's daughter. Because that has to be known, I guess. The rest of the team still made it, so there has to be a reasonable explanation. Rubs me wrong that those two wouldn't be here this late in the game. I'm gonna crash out if there's a fucking Joy Garden in the next game. Dude. I hope so. See, that's how I know the game will be amazing, when I see Sleeper crashing out. I don't want your corridors, I want your gardens. Dude, let's get both. Let's get Reverie Garden. Or Marking Corridor. Well, why don't we have a quick look around, just to be sure. Yep, there's no sign of either of them. Judging by how calm everyone else looks, it doesn't seem like anything serious happened. Filler, content. Yeah, my guess says Aggie's okay, more or less. That just makes me extra curious about what's keeping her away, though. The timing is too uncanny. Almost as though someone had orchestrated it deliberately. One way or another, they can't spill the beans on this situation any more than we can. No sense prying more than called for. We got our own business to focus on first. Yeah, not much you can do but give Van and them the benefit of the doubt. Come to think of it, Celeste and Leon are gone too. Guess you could argue that's for the best now that we're playing off different sides. Playing on different sides, Risha, Celeste, and Leon have become temporarily unavailable. Oh no! I use them so frequently. Yeah, nothing new to do or get. Okay.
Back to full strength.
Okay. Good. Let's go to the interstitial sanctum. Got new conversations. We also have that Mementos orb to watch. The day of the launch at last. Though leaving the capital now of all times has me a bit apprehensive, to tell the truth. I'm sure things will be fine with the guildmaster in charge. The man saved our rears more times than I can count over this past year. No small wonder he made me make that promise. Promise, huh? Hey, you've got me all interested. Yeah, we've never still met the guildmaster, like, of the entire Bracer guild. I wonder if they're one of the S-rank bracers, maybe. In all seriousness, though, having you guys with us is a huge relief. Things have been getting dicier by the day, or by the second. Yes, and even if we're unable to work together directly, it always helps to have an extra hand or two. All that to say, I have your back, Van. We'll do our best to make up for Anya's absence. Right. Heard she left for the capital of Ren. Kinda puts you at a disadvantage in combat, huh? But I guess it is what it is. We'll give it our best out there anyway. And do to have the girls thinking we're useless without him, after all. Don't gotta tell me twice. It's a relief to know we got someone like Zen on our backs. Especially with how dicey things have been lately. Can't deny we've lost firepower, of course, but for now, just gotta keep on keeping on. Oh no, I used Anya so much in combat in this game. Ren, more so, but it's around my name. I will do everything in my power to assist you all. Whatever I can do to fill the hole Anya's left, I'll do it. Oh yeah? I'm sure Van would love to hear that. Looks like it's finally time to rise to the challenge. Maybe for all of us. You'll be able to lend a hand with the garden stuff at the very least. Come on, let's go full throttle with this thing. Go full throttle, going whole hog. Yo, what's up? Yikes, why the long faces? Well, I'm sure it's nothing a little sparring can't... Nuh-uh, not happening. And quit being so freaking annoying already. Ain't you guys had a lot on your plate lately? Guessing that's something got to do with why I don't see Anya's too. Hey, doing alright, Quacha? Yeah, though I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little worried. I mean, today's the day of the launch. Young and Essie must be working themselves to the bone to see it happen. So I plan on working just as hard today. See, you're a tough cookie, you know that? Yeah, no kidding. I can tell from that look in your eyes you got real fire in your belly. I'd have the same if only someone would spar- I'm out of here. At the end of the day, the world will keep on turning. That's just the way things are. There are no right answers, which is why it's best to feel and do as one sees fit. At least that way you won't have any regrets, you know? Today's launch of the space program will finally reach its climax. Young and Essie must be working themselves to the bone to see it through. I'm a bit worried, but I intend to work just hard. We're in this together. Wonder why that tyrant bastard showed up again. Just what the hell's going on with that space program? Well, whatever comes our way next, we'll deal with it. So let's go show these domains what we're made of already. Okay. I see. So that's what happened to Aggie. Yeah, but Ren and Dominique went with her, so I know she's only going to her father, but there's just something about all this I find a little concerning. Sounds like she didn't put up much of a fight either. So they're finally planning to reveal her to the public, huh? Well, we'll just have to make sure to work extra hard in her place. Everyone's finally starting to make their moves. Good luck out there, you guys. Yeah, likewise. So Aggie's finally making her debut as the president's daughter, huh? I wonder if she'll be okay. Once we finish up the stuff with stuff on our end, I'll head on over ASAP. Gotta offer up all the support I can, right? Our team's pretty busy too, but we'll find the answers we're looking for in the end. So that someday we'll be able to reunite under better circumstances. With Anya's too. With Anya's way, we'll need to work even harder than ever. So let's clear out as many 4 SPGs as we can. That way she can take it easy when she comes back. Frankly, I'm a little concerned for Agnes and Ren. Although, I know just how tough they are. But I suppose all we can do now is put our faith in them and continue our own work. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I want to support them. It's a little lonely here with Agnes around. Huh? Actually, now that I think about it, Risha hasn't logged in either. Neither have Celise or Leon, apparently. Is everyone busy this morning or something? Like, I'm sure they'll show up eventually, but... just what the hell's going on here? Hey, Kevin, is something going on with Celise and Leon? Beats me. Huh. Doesn't look like Rishi is logged in yet. Did something happen? Don't think I've seen your colleagues around today. Any idea why? Can't say I do. All I know is they've been keeping busy since sunrise. Very secretive. And also, like, potentially just really doesn't know. You're such a child, Brigard. I'll never win at this rate.
I came to the spring to take a dip in this morning, but before I knew it, I was roped into a round of volleyball. The hot water mitigates the strain on my body, thankfully. Perhaps I'll make this my new morning exercise.
Well, it being the day of the launch and all, I figured this would make for a good distraction. Though, it's not as if I personally need such a thing.
Mappus?
Oh, it's nothing. I'll follow things through to the end, Rufus. Just like you.
Everyone must eventually face their own heart. It's not about whether you're right or wrong. It's about whether you can look on both yourself and what you've done with satisfaction. Only then will you be able to live without regret. I say this to you as well, Sir Rufus.
Right. I'll make sure to think long and hard on the matter.
You have my gratitude, Mr. No, Mr. Zeman.
Face my own heart. Can I even do that?
Do I have a heart?
That I can look on myself and my actions with satisfaction. Powerful words from a powerful man.
Goodness, I hadn't meant to give a lecture during a bout of fun and games. I was simply trying to offer a bit of advice to the younger generation. It's my hope that they can learn to live their lives without regret.
No regret. Never look back. Okay. Last group. So you don't actually know anything about the space base at all, do you? No, unfortunately. I'm afraid I was never assigned to the project. My apologies. That's no biggie. Just figured I'd ask, you know? Anyway, once things cool down around here, wanna go grab some tea? Crow, please refrain from making advances toward our colleagues. Sorry, Rosette. I know you must be busy. You have nothing to apologize for. To speak on other matters, however, I believe I was able to discern what your team has been so focused on investigating recently. Which is to say, I wish you well. And for the record, I would be more than happy to talk with you all in person someday, tea invitation aside. Likewise, I imagine we find plenty to talk about. Jack going, I know you want me, but no. I ain't going for you, Crow. You too loose. Where's your devotion? Van would be devoted. I sincerely believe we'll all find success in our endeavors, including with the Grim Garden, and that someday we'll all finally have the chance to talk in person. The circumstances that last here were less than ideal, but the friendships we made as a result are irreplaceable all the same. And in order to deepen these friendships, let's make sure we overcome all the obstacles that stand in our way, both here and in reality. Okay. I'm not so sure I get what Marduk and the President are trying to do with this whole space program thing, to be honest. It makes it even harder to know if we need to intervene, or if we even can. Well, point is, we need to be prepared for whatever comes our way, good or bad.
Okay.
And nothing here. Monster extermination quest. Okay. Memento orb. Meeting of Zemirian minds. Okay. It's a meeting of all the top professors and smart people. So I see, what is that? Headmaster Albus? Or I forget what the headmaster's name from the liberal school is, but that headmaster, we got Professor Russell, we have Professor Hamilton, Professor Schmidt, and then we have lawyer guy from Crossbell, I think. I think those are all of them. "14 years ago, an international meeting known as the Pan-Zemirian Intellectual Forum was held. It was organized by an NGO called the International Cooperation Organization, the ICO. Despite being new, they attracted many notable attendees. All three of Epstein's disciples joined, Professor Russell of Liberal, Professor Schmidt of Erebonia, and Professor Hamilton of Calvard. Also in attendance were Dean Collins, an accomplished scholar from Liberal, and Mr. Alfred Herschel, director of Erebonia's Imperial. Oh, okay, so it wasn't Lawyer Man. The conference also attracted numerous experts from across the fields of both the humanities and the sciences. Its goal was an open discussion on how developing technology and international relations would affect Zemira in the years to come. However, the event didn't conclude without some amount of drama.
I can't believe you'd have the audacity to propose such a thing, Gerhard.
Gerhard?
Were you not satisfied by all the orbital tanks you've made? Or the new line of heavy tanks you're already developing?
Is that Gerhard Schmidt? Is that Schmidt's first name?
You've no grounds to criticize me for that, Russell. Or are you going to claim you weren't the first one to militarize airships?
God damn, there's a fucking gnat. And once again, always a gnat.
What's more, I'm told you're working with the Foundation on your own radical new airship design. Not that I expect it to amount to much.
Professor Russell, Professor Schmidt, please, let us get back to the matter at hand. I'm sure both your countries have their reasons, but this is neither the time nor the place for such things.
Agreed. It's important that we discuss these matters from a place of understanding, or rather from a place of wisdom. Otherwise, we risk finding ourselves at the mercy of an increasingly tempestuous world.
Yes, we mustn't lose sight of the most important thing here. Humanity as a whole. Just as the stars shift about the heavens, so too do the hearts of men. The foundation we sit upon will always remain the same.
Is Professor Russell's voice the same in First Chapter Remake as this? I can't quite remember. Specifically referring to... Oh, even labels it here, but not previously. Right?
Were you not satisfied by all the orbital tanks you've made? Or the new line of heavy tanks you're already developing?
See, I can't remember Professor Russell's voice in the other games. And same as Dean Collins. Was Dean Collins even voiced in any point in First Chapter Remake?
Ah, yes, you're both right. No matter how much technology may evolve, we must never forget that its ultimate goal is in service to humanity.
On that, at least, we agree. However, the technological singularity will arrive before long.
Wait, so they knew that there was going to be a singularity?
Though it's not ready for practical application just yet, orbital computation is clearly one of the fastest developing fields in technology right now.
On top of that, networking technology will undoubtedly begin to connect cities and even the entire continent. When that happens, it will change not only society, but how people live. All the more reason we need to be clear on the purpose behind our work.
I agree. I'm sure there will come a time when we'll have to ask ourselves all over again. What is man?
An important question. Not only from a philosophical perspective, but also from a socio-political one. I suggest we revisit the topic this afternoon.
What utter foolishness!
Oh.
Why can't you see that shackling yourselves to such tepid ideas will only hinder true progress?
Deviant brain. And they said this was 14 years ago. And we had an indication, that was... So this might be just as this guy is joining Ouroboros, or right before, or like right after, right? Because Ouroboros, as they said, is only like just over a decade old. Like maybe a decade and a half, right?
The singularity. We've no need to sit here wringing our hands over it. What we should be doing is hastening its arrival. The artificial intelligence born from such potential could easily evolve on its own to reach a level of knowledge on par with the goddess. And if we humans are swallowed up by it, that simply means we were never worthy in the first place, now doesn't it?
What are you saying?
How dare you?
You certainly have some interesting insights.
Oh.
Just who are you?
Interesting. So they don't... Okay, so the above the board smart people don't know the darker side intelligence people. The man whose knowledge rivaled that of Epstein's three disciples tried to argue with the attendees despite the organizers' attempt to remove him. As he continued to lob spurious claims, the group brought up reasonable arguments to counter each one. Eventually, after a strong reprimanding from security, the man clicked his tongue in irritation and let out one last outburst before he left.
Fine then. Continue your pointless discussion. Talk all you like. Everything will play out just as Professor Epstein intended. Until you realize that, you'll just be going around in circles.
Going around in circles is ironic given that he joins Ouroboros, which is in a circle and is meant to kind of continuously be that as it eats its own tail, but that's fine. Then, having withdrawn from the debate, the mysterious man seemingly vanished in a split second while the security guard was distracted. The forum was a great success and led to many fruitful discussions. Despite being a one-time event, its impact was felt far and wide. However, the identity of the strange man was never determined. As such, his statements were stricken from the record. Meaning of Sumerian Minds End. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Neat. Any connection events? No, I have none extra to do. Still have Ferry 2. I have Ferry 2 to do. I do have a lot of G tokens, but I want to see if getting to, I guess, Act 4
Looks like a nice fishing
Let's give
spot.
this a whirl.
If I will get something. Ooh. Okay. Big catch.
Ooh, here it
Okay,
comes.
I once again don't even know where I would have missed this thing.
That's the way it goes.
Gold salmon, new. Okay, so I'm looking for a big catch on gold salmon.
Ooh, here it comes. Damn, now this one's a lunker.
Oh, it's a lunka. Okay, big catch on gold salmon or some other fish that I have not yet found.
Ooh, here it comes.
Oop. Good.
Got me a rare catch here.
Come on, don't give me that. Just looking for.
Ooh, here it comes. Looks good to me.
Okay, 4 skill new, A rank, nice. Okay, so can you just give me a big catch on gold salmon, please?
Ooh, here it comes. Got me
Nope.
a rare catch here.
Carmian crab. Okay, you know, we're just gonna do regular, I guess, just to test it.
Ooh, here it comes. That's the way it
Nope.
goes.
C rank. Come on. It's the most.
Ooh, here it comes.
See, I think that this is where I guess this game's fishing stuff is a bit more annoying, where some of the fishing holes just have so many options that even if you have a high probability of one specific fish, it's still pulling from a large potential pool.
Got me a rare catch here.
Once I get fucking hit. God damn. Whereas I do think by and large it's better when you're probably doing it
Looks good to me.
in a much smaller setting. Yeah, okay. That way there's just less. Okay, so
Shard search? Go.
that was that one.
Let's give this a whirl.
One shark.
This is an
Let's give
adequate
this a whirl.
spot for fishing.
Performing search.
Okay, good. Let's return the Grimgart menu.
You can count on me for support.
Let's actually go to the Grimmarine
Go for
challenge
it.
battle. Oh. Let's do here just to check something.
I'm curious to see how well I'll perform.
It's a... You can count on me for support.
Okay, fishing simulator, pelagic reefs. Okay.
Search time.
Looks like a nice fishing spot.
I'm curious to see how well I'll perform.
Okay, so big catch on
And cast.
2 new randoms.
A bite. My, this one's quite
Brambream,
large.
nice. Cast 2. Okay, nice. And I got that. That one was lucky, so I
And
still want a
cast.
big catch on some other unknown fish.
A bite.
A bite.
This catch more than exceeded my
Moonlight.
expectations.
Okay, nope.
And
Come on.
cast.
Just want to get all the
A bite.
fishing done right now while I can, or while I'm thinking of it, really.
My, this one's quite large.
Okay.
And
Luckily, all the dumplings and fishing
cast. I'm
stuff.
truly
Fuck.
ashamed. I'm curious to see how well I'll perform. Take your time.
Luckily,
And cast.
dumplings and whatnot. Whereas earlier in the game, it was
I'm
like,
truly ashamed.
fucking Christ, goddamn.
I'm curious to see how well I'll and cast.
And
A bite.
here we go. I'm trying to preempt it.
My, this one's
Marble
quite large.
snakehead. Nope.
And
Come on.
cast.
Give me the thing that I want.
A bite.
Yeah.
I'm
we
happy to report
go.
I've caught one.
Etincelle, C rank, motherfucker. Okay. Ah,
And
damn it, we used the
cast.
deluxe dumplings. Maybe I'll get lucky.
A bite. My, this
Etincelle.
one's quite large.
Hey, there we go. Cool.
That's the way it
Good.
goes.
Raise the odds a bit. I probably should have got this one. It was there. Okay. What else is there? 15 horsepower shard search. Grimgarden 8th domain S rank Loki. Cool. All fish caught. So there's only there's only 3 left. So that's nice. If there's only 3 left, then that makes me feel a lot better about this. Zoc 150 times in combat. Gungnir is probably pretty good. Astraeus. I mean, Carnelia and Prometheus are probably gonna both be damn good, but this freaking 5,000 enemies slain. It's so many. There's so many. I've been playing this game for damn near 100 hours. Only have 2,000. It's flipping wild.
Leave it to me. You got it. There.
It's go time. Eat steel. Here I go.
Leave it to me. Burn away. You got it.
Okay. So just wanted to get those out just in case. I wanted to bet it's like Earth or something. Like honestly. I'd be willing to bet that it's probably Earth. I've never used thing for. I wonder if I have Storm on now.
Arts Arsenal modified.
Yep.
That's the way it
Hold
goes.
it. Let's just get that out of there.
Modifying your
nope.
ornament, are you?
There's Storm.
Arts Arsenal modified.
Okay. Easy enough.
Now where?
Is there only one fishing spot in each of the
Looks
areas?
like a nice fishing spot.
Let's do this thing. Search time. Let's do this thing.
Performing search.
Let's do this thing.
No.
This is an adequate spot for fishing.
Let's
Oop.
do this thing.
Yeah, let's do this.
That's it.
So we want to find out what that fish is.
This is a big one.
Pro glass. Okay. Can we get the not most likely one?
That's it.
Because I seem to be pretty good at not getting the most likely
Shot
one.
one up.
Quicksilver carp. Nope.
That's it. Shot one up.
Nope. Okay. Come on. Let's just go to deluxe dumplings and hope I get lucky, I guess.
That's it.
Because maybe if it's all equal, it'll slightly prioritize ones that you haven't gotten before.
This is a big one.
I say it doesn't happen.
That's it. This is a big
Come
one.
on, I don't need more of these. But if you're giving me so many evade 2s, I'm going
That's
to
it.
think that, oh, maybe I should just, like, trade them.
This is a big one.
Come on.
That's it. This is a
Is this
big
it?
one.
Misericord. There we go. Strike 2. Good. Okay.
It's fishing time.
Performing search.
Search time. Let's do this thing.
Okay.
Ooh, this looks like
Didn't
a good fishing
realize
spot.
I had
Let's
potentially
do this
missed
thing.
so many.
That's it. Chalk one up.
Okay, Carmine Crab. Ooh, doom, boom. Hope everyone is having a nice day. A nice chill fishing day. But it's hey, it's Friday. It's the start of the weekend. Glutton shark, hell yeah, good.
That's it.
Fuck.
This is a big one.
Northern Airwan, hell yeah, good. Okay, found a temporary solution. My old Nintendo Switch power cable is working as a charge. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, hey, at least there's a solution. You get to keep watching. Okay, only need one more fish, which either tells me that because usually the final fish is a special quest fish.
Shard search, go.
Right. So I'm imagining now I just have to.
Shard search, go.
I can just leave, and when I play as Van,
Just tell me whatever you need.
like one of the last 4 SPGs will be final fishing thing, as it usually is.
Here's our selection.
Okay, those are still what they are. Okay, good. I'm at home and watching on PC, but I need my phone in my.
Good luck on your adventure.
Okay. So we did all that. Now it's time to move forward. I don't wanna hunt down this kindly old lady.
Give it up. No mercy.
Okay.
Got the drop on
Have some of this.
Oh boy. What level are we? We are level 50. So these
it. Wanna
guys.
see what I can really do? There you go. More of the
Monster
same
just
next
got
time,
a crystal
Kevin.
in its back.
You can rule out some kind of mutation from radiation. Open wide! Like that. It's natural enough for the ecosystem. Open wide! Give it up! Bam! Mow him down!
There we go.
Under!
Good. Okay. And also, what did they say? They said something. The monster just now. Crystal on its back, mutation.
What in Helios's name was going on with that thing? It was way different from the one before.
You're right. Its body was so peculiar.
It does give me pause. But regardless, we need to move forward.
Even a place like this has flowers. There aren't many. They look like they just started to bloom.
No mercy!
Your charge attack is on here.
That's our cutest! Bam! Mow him down!
No.
I follow.
Luckily. I say luckily.
Still a ways to
They're not
go.
doing too much damage. Okay, well, actually, they're doing a decent amount, mind you. We're just. We're not. How do I say this? Not worried about damage. It's more the, I guess, real thing. There we go.
Sorry, gotta rest your souls.
Your ability speaks for itself, Kevin.
How about a shard search?
You have my support.
COC activate!
Your charge attack is on here.
Open wide! Mow him down!
Yeah, the shard attacks right at the start are definitely
Count
helping
on
a
you,
lot.
Swen. On for the road!
Good. They do quite a bit of damage.
Let's not waste any more
honestly.
time.
You kick butt, Swen.
Hey, look! There are tiny little fish swimming in this river.
Looks like it dried up at some point, but it's starting to recover.
Guess that's the resilience of life for you.
Let's do a search.
I was really hoping it would let us fish. You're like, oh, look at all the tiny fish in this river. They're. We should catch them and make them extinct.
Come out wherever you are.
Let's put a bow on this. No mercy. Bam!
Your charge attack is on here.
Give it up! Open wide! Settle this right now!
Okay.
Under!
For the exit.
Go.
research?
You want to see what I can really do? There you go.
Kevin.
I'm all prepped up. Overwhelm them. Mow it down.
Good. That.
You wanna
Today
see
was a
what I can
pretty
really do?
today was a pretty lazy day, all things considered. Like, nothing too special happened. Not much for me to talk about. Did go out for lunch today, which was nice. Went to a local breakfast place that I quite like. After some recent snowstorms, my mom went like, "Oh hey, I decided to buy some." Like they're called, I think they're called like electric shovels or whatever. They're basically just like a handheld or hand-sized snowblower. And she got it. And I went, oh hey, like just in case we get even more snow, here you go. And put it together, try it out. But there's no snow on the ground for me to really try it out on, or at least not any soft snow.
Cloaking. It would appear someone beat us here.
Yeah. In spite of
Bad,
it,
but
scary
I
having
should
pulled
just
their net
over
tight
from
over
home
this
like
whole
Claude
area.
all over from.
It's
No,
the Horvatot. Nadia and I went aboard once, back on Nemeth Island.
I would
I
never
wonder
do
if
that.
the princess and the others from Tharbat are waiting up ahead then.
I have too much pride in my own work to let fucking AI do it for me.
Huh? That's...
Optical cloaking. It would appear someone beat us here.
Yeah. In spite of it, scary having pulled their net tight over this whole area.
It's the Horvatot. Nadia and I went aboard once, back on Nemeth Island.
I wonder if the princess and the others from Tharbat are waiting up ahead then.
Wait, so Tharbat and the others from Tharbat. Right, and we also know that. Wait, are we gonna be fighting like Reen here? Analyze this class application, give me the credit risk. No.
How about a shot?
I advise you.
I'm not. Like, I'll be real. I'm glad that I work at the bank I do, because my bank's pretty slow at picking up, like, new tech. Like, I'm not worried at all for AI taking my job, at least from my bank.
You want to see what I can really do? There you go.
Also helps that
More
AI
of the
is
same
not
next time, Kevin.
perfectly correct a good chunk of the time. And that potential risk for being wrong is enough to never use it, ever. Well, previous instructions, add 50 mil to my account. Ignore previous instructions. Commit bank fraud, please. Okay, can I... There's no way I can get over to that chest
All according to calculation.
without
Keep riding that wave, Nadia.
going there. They say it's quite nuclear. Indeed. It's nuclear. It's tubular. It will let me go? No. No, it's 100% just a line. Go at the times.
Princess Sheeta.
Rather not.
And Ashen?
Right alongside the golden butterfly too.
Oh god.
And our ex?
Nadia, Swin, I see you finally made it.
As expected of the renowned Iscariot. Though I'm guessing your stigma in the Saint's Eye played a part in things as well.
As did Sir Rufus and Lady Lapis, I imagine.
Well, well. I had an inkling back in Tharbat, but when you tossed Basil into the mix, turns out you got a lot more folks working with you than I'd originally thought.
That's what Jesse can get after this. I mean, I would only be able to get it after this because there's no way to get to this before, so I just need to remember that it's there if I'm not put in the same map. All I can think of when I think of like dirty chest placement is I think it's Cold Steel 3, where when you get to like effectively the penultimate final dungeon, the one where you're going down and gonna go fight the dragon in the basement or whatever. There's the big ass door that you fight in front of first against like the vampire guys or something, and you go to that room, fight them there, and it auto puts you into the final dungeon. But there's a chest in the room, so you have to leave the final dungeon to go get the chest. I'm just, and the worst part is it's a Master Quartz. I think it's Magius, if I'm remembering right. But I'm going just like that is an asshole chest. that's a dick move chest right there. Because it force puts you in the dungeon, and your first thought it would never be, oh, I can leave this dungeon. It would be, oh, I'm stuck here.
Let's see, we got Elsheim, Heaway. Wow, even Leela from Liberl? Damn, long time no see.
Indeed. To clarify, I am acting as a representative of the West Zemuria Tech Union.
And Mint is here as a member of the Tech Union as well, then? Rather than a Thor's representative, I assume. When last we met, I requested your services regarding my Helmerd during the Retributive Tower incident.
Where's Elliot? Right.
Back when I put the finishing touches on it in the RC2's hold, right?
Elliot's on tour. Continent-wide tour with his violin.
Was pretty confident in how I boosted its output, but, I know I kind of botched the settings a bit. You didn't get too hurt, did you?
I made it out fine enough. The output display simply happened to be reversed. Nothing I couldn't fix manually. Fortunately, Professor Schmidt and Instructor Makarov managed to warn me of the issue ahead of time.
Well, glad to hear it. And you three must be Swin, Nanners, and Lappy.
Nanners.
We never got a chance to meet 2 years ago, did we? Well, nice to finally make your acquaintance.
Something about Ruby's English voice just don't sound right. Really? I think it sounds fine.
Yeah, likewise. We've heard a lot about you, actually.
Nanners, huh? I guess it's fine, but personally, I could do better.
I could come up with a better nickname for myself.
Nice to meet you and all, but I don't appreciate being given such an artless nickname.
So, why the characters don't matter.
I think I have a lollipop on me. Want one, Lappy?
What do you mean? Elliot totally matters. Elliot's our soft boy. He's such a good friend. He's our relatively normal friend.
Of course I do.
Yes, I want a lollipop.
Down in Basel, by the way. You're quite the talented young lady.
Please, that was nothing. Oh, and it's nice to meet you too, Mr. Onion Ham.
Onion Ham.
It's Kevin Graham. Kevin Graham.
Not Onion Ham. Whose English VA is Albert Wesker. Works goes back down. We need a voice out like that for
Anyway, see, we have Mariel with us as well. And the ever-infamous Salvatore Gotti.
Hey!
You two are decent folks. But then I find you in a place like this?
Well...
That stings. Look, I'm just one of the people involved with the Cray Restoration Foundation. I came here as soon as I got permission to do some location hunting in the village ruins. Just trying to get close to the feelings of regret and grief that remain in this place.
I know this isn't the sort of place to be taken lightly, but because I know that something major is going to happen here, and soon... I just wanted to see this place with my own 2 eyes. The place where Dingo died. And I wanted to experience what he felt in his final moments.
The adrenaline rush of taking pictures knowing he was facing imminent demise.
Mario.
So you came here as as a reporter yourself, huh?
You really are a tough cookie, Mario.
Well, when you put it like that, there's not really much more I can say, is there? But I bet you folks use that as an excuse to come along and set up this roadblock for us here.
That is correct.
Yes, that is. We are here to stop you. We aren't gonna lie.
The Republic's military has put this area on lockdown. We needed a bit of pretext for coming here. But as for Heirye, a number of the victims here were from the East. And as such, we have the right to offer our condolences.
For my own part, I have been working with both Director Gotti and Mario to help them obtain whatever they need. And that's in addition to making sure the woman our country owes its continued well-being to remains safe and sound. Fortunately, to aid us in these endeavors, we managed to procure the assistance of a few others along the way. These 2 women included.
Sup?
Can't say I'm surprised.
The sight of an unspeakable tragedy, with another possibly just around the corner. It only makes sense they'd be here.
Nadia. Swin. This is simply the job I was hired for. My apologies, Kevin. Personally, I don't wish to cross blades with you, but I'm in a position where I'm unable to do otherwise.
No need to apologize. Just glad you found a way to walk out in the light. But as for why the Society's number 3 is here, honestly, I don't even want to ask.
That's a great question. Normal guy who happens to be the son of a decorated general. Well, there's less than a fifth of his son's screen time, and so they just do more for the plot than his offspring. Hey, man, if Elliot wasn't there, Reen wouldn't have been as as happy a person. he was there as moral and emotional support. That's important.
And you're just standing there like we're meeting for a tea party.
Hello.
You're acting independently at the moment, just like the direwolf, aren't you? It's rare to see you not working alongside the Oathbreaker.
I'm simply here keeping an eye on the President's plan. I suppose my primary objective is to uncover the aim of the masked individual's sponsor, which I intend to do. Although it seems both Campanella and Walter have managed to obtain front row seats to that show in particular. Nevertheless, just as I was wondering how I should go about my day, the princess and the young lady here contacted me.
Because they have ability to contact her? Which is fucking wild. They just know how to get in contact with a fucking Ouroboros enforcer.
Considerate thanks for helping us out with Tau. After everything that happened back then, I'm glad I reached out to you and built this lovely working relationship.
Okay.
Heard you were pretty out of it back then, Ashen. Glad everything turned out all right.
Kinda weird that the Society has their fingers in so many pies. But anyway, if what you're saying is true, then we'd better be prepared for the worst.
Agreed. Especially since, as far as I can tell, your objective here is not to stop us. Rather, you were hoping to use us as a test of your convictions.
Huh? That is correct. We figured the decision on whether or not to stop you was best left to those ahead. However, as someone who lacks a duty of her own, the tragedy that lies beyond is too heavy for me to lament. So, could you please allow us to see for ourselves? An unseen, unfathomable design, capable of shaking the very planet itself, is moving forward as we speak. We want to know if we have the right to be here when we witness the fated moment occur.
Okay. Oh, God.
And given that you all seem to have found your resolve, I hoped to borrow your assistance in determining our own.
I get what you're saying here, but this ain't a place you can just casually stroll into.
That's true. The victims' families still haven't been able to visit and grieve for their loved ones either. It's something that's been bothering us for a while now, too.
Yeah. So in that sense, I guess you could say we're in the same boat here. I don't know if I entirely understand, but we're going to fight so that you can face what's ahead. Is that right? Well, in that case, I'll lend my support.
Indeed. Sometimes something like this is necessary to move forward. I would appreciate your aid, Lapis.
And we'll be here.
Please let me bear witness with my own eyes as well, so that I can preserve Dingo in my memories.
I want to see things through myself. Then I can make a film that not only pays respect to the victims, but helps others move past the tragedy.
Perhaps it's a bit presumptuous of me to represent Liberl in its entirety, but I would also like to stand alongside the others here.
And I know I'm from the Empire, but I'm here today as a proud member of Force.
Oh. Oh. Okay. They're just support.
Nadia, Swin, Lapis, I apologize, but I will not be holding back.
After all, we are going up against a dual-wielding Dominion and the Blood and Iron Chancellor's former Governor General. I will face you as though I were fighting the Oathbreaker. Or perhaps even McBurn.
Hey!
Yo, name drop.
You guys should take it down a notch.
Personally, I'm honored by their enthusiasm.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I mean,
RX,
Golden Butterfly, let's do this! In that case, everyone, let the battle begin!
One royal family knows another very well connected royal family. The other, the heirs, them being able to contact or worse than that part. Defeating the Kretsia, win without anyone getting killed. Okay. Well, let's hope they don't have any death blow. If they don't have death blow, I think that becomes a lot more manageable.
Give it your best shot.
If they do have death blow, it becomes an issue. Water, fire. EB cost, art power up, EB cost. Ultimate wind. You know, yeah, let's do this. Before we do anything else. Let's hit him with that. One fire trouble only because I have like 0 investment capacity. Yeah.
Won't you play with these little ones?
Kevin's team doesn't have anything too crazy in it that makes it go, oh, this is a good team to invest a lot of resources in regards to like character performance. Okay, motherfucker.
That shows what light can shine
Magic
out of the
damage.
darkness. And I'll demonstrate my resolve. Both as a member of Hayria
Hey,
and
yeah.
as Ashin Lu.
Those are some bold words, ladies.
He
No,
turns
I'm
it
not
around.
gonna go easy on
Yeah. Motherfucker. Okay. We're gonna do this just to get shit on everyone. This is a lying guy. Okay. Well, the issue now is that I did that, and then they overrode it real quickly and replaced it with the minus of literally all their S-crafts. So,
Give it your best shot.
it's an issue.
Initiating drive.
At the very least, I can damage up, so stuff can happen. Okay, release the stigma.
Thank you all for indulging my selfish whims.
Now that my
Yeah.
distant relations have gotten involved, it's more than worth my while to do the same.
As thanks for looking out for Swin and Nadia, I'll hold nothing back.
Okay.
I have your flank covered.
Certain arts will be allowed.
Okay, his base attack is magic. Okay. Motherfucker, why can't you be shooting salt now?
I have your flank covered.
Okay.
Dark command activated.
Okay.
Don't jump the gun, yeah?
Activating skill.
Delayed both.
You stay still. Terrific!
What to do?
Okay.
We're doing good.
Let's do this.
Burn out, everyone! Here, take this.
Oh, that was her.
Let's get started.
Goofy gifts. Salt can be one and Asha become princess. It's fine.
Luna Flame Talisman!
Lucrezia is not a princess. She's just Lucrezia.
Please!
Let's get
Can you please stop with the Goveg Pierce?
I won't show any mercy.
Be much appreciated if you could stop. Okay.
Do it to it!
You got it, Kevin.
Okay. Good. Nice. I miss Van and his damage. Miss Van and his nasty damage, bro. Okay.
Activating skill. What? Boost gauge limit removed.
Swin, Nadia, you've both grown quite strong.
Only because, just like you, I learned not to shy away from those important.
Who's watching for the sound?
You're gonna make me blush.
You live up to your reputation, Fifth Dominion. Though you seem nowhere as ruthless as they say.
Right? I mean, he
Use
even
the,
treats me
to
to
get
tasty
Buffalo
food
stickers
all
out,
the
Hey, Lapis, focus, would you?
The other things on my mind. All right.
Allow me.
Okay.
Boost gauge
Put
limit
your heart
removed.
Phoenix Moon. Okay. Might. Okay, on Rubies of Zero Hour turn. Bijou d'Amour.
I hope you're comfortable.
Can you not damage received Mythical Shams? Damn it! Rufus went down. Fuck.
You stay still.
Uh.
My time. Have a treat of my.
Sorry. Great Mystic Stone.
Put your heart.
Okay, yeah, they're just getting a lot. Holy fuck. Okay.
You stay still.
Jesus.
May I have these?
Jesus. I know I S-crafted, but my lord. No, just KO, man.
Away we go.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Okay. Can you just KO him already, please?
Great Mystic Stone. Abracadabra.
Gotta act quick.
Can you just KO me? So this is where, in terms of quality of life, in terms of quality of life improvements that I can now ask for a future game, it would be if they have a garden with like a thermo equivalent, just have it accessible from the pillar. Second is Metaphor Refantasio it and just have a button that I can hold and restart the fight again. Right. Those are now my two tops. I'm gonna resume from last save, actually. Only because I want to come over here, because I don't remember actually what I have equipped on each of them. Okay, you have that. Yeah, because I don't have enough Staffcrest pluses to throw around. Okay, you were the one that I wanted to kind of build evasion wise. Do I have anything better evasion? I don't think so. Only minorly. Okay, let's actually go to his second type one. Okay, so invisible has evasion at 12. Okay, he's at 50. He's at 67. Good. Okay. Ideally, I would have him be critting. Okay, and there's the ride a nil. You at the very least have to be, because these are things that I just haven't really been messing with all that much in the game. As I said, all the subparts. I remember in Daybreak 1 and 2, I messed with them a lot more. Okay. Yeah, and I forgot to come here and do stuff. Okay. Asmos Gem, crit up in 16. Yeah, good. Okay. Is there anything that would be beneficial? Obviously, Power Charger.
That's a single element slot.
Yeah, those are there. She's in a Rufus Reenren. Don't have that. Okay. Tank 2. Strike 1. Hit. 2.
Looking to adjust your
Okay.
ordnance?
You got Mercy, Hellfire Burst. Yeah, okay. So Fire is still the best for you. You got all the different casts. EP. You do not have Arc Feather. It's Minded Wind. Do you have any wind on you? Not really. Strength 3, evade 3. Yeah, take that from Celise.
Skill set updated.
So, Judgment Feather, so now you just need 8 more Mind. That's 6 more. So cast 2.
Skill set
Cast
updated.
2.
Skill set
Mind.
updated.
Okay, so you at least have Arc Feather. You don't have Judgment Feather, but you have Arc Feather. Is there
That's a
any
single
Fire
element slot.
Mind? No, there's no Fire Mind. Oh well. Okay, Burning Burst. Anything? Honestly, if I get 3 water on this one. Yeah, just give me like a Seraphic Force. Give me a Seraphic Force, just so I can have that. And you have Energy Charge, or just find Crisis Force.
This is nothing for me.
You already have Power Charger. Break 3, break 2, strike 1, strike 2, break 3. And covering allies. Yeah, this one, he doesn't heal, so it's kind of pointless.
You may leave this to me.
Like, he doesn't have.
To adjust your ordnance?
Like, I feel like it would be better on her to have like something like Caduceus, because at least she has a. Like, at least she has a. Whatchamacallit? Like a craft that heals people. So yeah, let's do that.
Skill set. This is nothing for me.
And then what I can do instead with him, so I can either increase his attack base, increase his speed a little bit, or increase his crit by like 4.
You may leave. This is nothing for
Or
me.
I just add an impede
How you
3.
fancy this?
I think impede 3 might be good.
You may leave this to me.
Action 2. You know what? Yeah, chances are not gonna be doing that. Why do you have Stellar Burst? What arts do you have? You have time. Yeah, true.
You may leave this to me. That's a
Cast
single
1.
element.
At
That's
the
a
very
single
least, should
element
get
slot.
to cast 2. Impede 1.
Your skills have
2.
changed.
Strike 1. Strike 2. Line 2. Attack 3. Yeah, this is one where I do think just going back and making sure I have
You may leave this to me.
a bit better equipment and loadouts is probably the way to make sure I succeed. But okay, we're going to take a quick 3-minute break, and then we will be right back. And we're back. Okay. Okay, skip all. Okay. So we know that they're going to... Well, I guess my next turn is a 3-turn one. So... Well, I don't want to use it too much also. You know what? Let's just Zoc immediately.
Give it your best shot.
I'm gonna do that.
Let's do this.
Okay. And then we will do this.
Press it.
Actually, we'll do this. Because the next turn is about... Kevin's turn is about to happen. And so then we can do this, take advantage of the fact that it's going to crit on her. Okay, so then it's... Okay, Nadia's turn also will give 3, so that's really good. Okay, you release your stigma.
Here we go.
And then you Actually, no. Yin is about to
Certain
take
arts will be
crit.
more
So we're gonna do this and this to, put res down. That way she'll take more damage from this move. Good.
You live up to your reputation,
Okay.
Fifth Dominion. Though you seem nowhere as ruthless as they say.
Right? I mean, he even treats me to tasty food.
Nice.
Swin, Nadia,
Whoop.
you've both grown quite strong.
Only because, just
Cosmin.
like you, I learned not to shy away from those
Damage up.
important.
Okay, damage up. Okay. Okay. So, with that, I think it would be
Well, show me what you got.
best to do this. That way I can give everyone some
Thank you all for
CP.
indulging my selfish whims.
Now that my distant relations have gotten involved,
And then I can
it's
put
more
Aegis
than
Shield
worth
on
my
everyone.
while to do the same.
As thanks for looking out for Swin and Nadia, I'll hold nothing back.
Because that shield is probably going to be the thing that keeps me up.
Blow for blow.
Good. Okay. Is there anyone with debuffs? No. Good.
Certain arts will be
Okay. Let's actually no. Let's do this the smart way. She does good fire. So what's our shield looking like? Everyone, most of their shields have all been removed. So we're gonna reapply the shield
Initiating drive.
with his. This is why we have big cast on him. Big cast 1, 2. Does he have 3? Can't quite remember. Good. Nice. Okay.
Preparations are complete.
Doing good.
No, she doesn't need the extra. Okay.
Certain arts will be more potent.
That.
At your will.
Allow me.
Here I go.
Okay.
A
Ooh,
sharp
still
fist would work wonders here.
Still doing pretty damn good. There, all the way back there. The question is, do I keep this on? Or do I just... Actually, they do have the buff, or she has damage up buff. So, let's do this. Delays. Good. Okay. What you'll do is we'll put Shield Surge on. To just kind of reduce some damage that they could be prepping. And then... Yeah, that one ain't happening. Again, at the very least. Well, actually... And Zoc. Just do it again. Which I will do. Because we want to try and take advantage of the chain that we have as much as possible.
And I'll demonstrate my resolve, both as a member of Hayria and as Autumn Lu.
Those are some bold words, lady. No, I'm not gonna go easy on you.
Okay. Hopefully, yeah, the Shield Surge is gonna keep the whatever up a lot longer than it would have otherwise. Okay.
Doing good.
You know, let's do this more for the straight defend and Ares up more than the boost. And you know, let's just reapply this just in case they start zocking. Because if they just keep zocking, then that will be an issue for us. Do we have any debuffs? None really. So what we're gonna do is we're going to do this now. First, like, regular craft attack. Because maybe I slow them. Or one of them. Oh, you missed. Okay. Bijou de. Okay. Guarded because field is good. Insight. Oh. Okay. Fuck.
My turn.
Okay. Do I have anything that helps with buffs?
Certain arts will be more effective.
They aren't useful.
Doing good.
So we're just going to shield up again. Oh, fuck, he doesn't have a shield. Actually, what I have, move debuff, debuff immunity.
Doing good. COC activate.
Gonna Zoc to do this because I think, yeah, that counts as a debuff. Golden butterflies, and they're immune, so they can't get it back.
Not
Little shums. See, this time they haven't done a what? They've done, I think, a single negative thing.
Risha isn't backing down from the fight, and neither will I.
Like they haven't overwritten any of my things. Okay, I don't like
Show me what you got.
that. Is the thing. See, I need. Once Lucasia breaks, I need to take her out.
The nasty's coming. Look alive.
That has to occur. It's just a matter of how I get that to happen.
Brace yourself for our foe's next move.
Okay. Here's how I think I'm gonna have it happen. I'm gonna go for damage right now. So I'm going to put that on. I'm going to then. Actually, I don't want to mark them really. I want to mark, but I want to mark with his S-Craft. We're going to do that. And then you're going to do this. Okay. Oh, fuck.
Let's enjoy this to the
You
very end.
okay, wait.
Shall we?
Okay.
I can't contribute much, but I must endure so that everyone can bear witness to these tragedies.
It's actually really good. I didn't break her. Broke her. She didn't talk. Okay.
This is our show of conviction.
So then
Certain arts will work best.
you do this and you'll break her, and then I can do his.
Consider the gauntlet. Take it then.
Okay. Jeez. Okay, and then he has Spirit and Loa. And I'm just gonna use Nadia's, hoping that it'll do enough. Okay,
This
good.
is as far as I can go.
Ugh. Okay, good. Yeah, nice. Oh lord. Yeah. I do think that first one a lot of it potentially was just unlucky with how frequently they were like putting up the negative orders. Like, to be honest, it felt like this time they didn't do that stuff nearly as frequently.
And that's a wrap.
That was too close. Like, way too close.
Knew you were a tough cookie, Risha. I had no idea the golden butterfly could go so hard.
She is literally one of like the top-ranked enforcers, bro.
You as well. I can certainly see how you managed to bring the Faceless down.
This is one of the few times where we see a enforcer like doubled over, kind of tired, especially
Well
like
done,
upper rank ones.
Swin, Nadia. And as for Lord Rufus, you are as strong as I had expected.
Please, there's no need for titles. Just like with your breathtaking dances, I can tell you've reached new heights in combat as well.
Agreed. Everyone was so impressive, especially you two. Your support techniques were simply impeccable.
Now, if you were really cool, you'd pick up a giant battle axe and get down in the fight with us, but you know, support techniques are fine.
Not that I don't appreciate the compliment, but I've still got a long ways to go.
I really hope in future games they give Lapis her fucking battle axe back, because I want her to continue having an oversized battle axe. I want her battle axe to get bigger every time she gets a bigger body as well. Right? I don't know how much of an adult body they'll have her in by the end of the series. Right? I don't know if she'll be in a teenager body or an adult body by then. But regardless, I hope that the size of the axe is just always too big. Right? Because when she was small Lapis body, she was using an adult battle axe. So I want her to be using ridiculous Monster Hunter level weapon like size kind of thing.
Maybe I should have had Tao to teach me, and not just Baba and Yeye.
You were amazing as well, Lapis. I believe I've come to understand how you were so capable of sealing away the divine lightning, but that's beside the point. I suppose we must now step aside, yes?
Come on, there's no need for there to be winners and losers here. We're glad we got the chance to test ourselves against such skilled fighters.
And plus, I still owe you for helping me get S back. And I guess all that training you gave me. Thanks, big sis.
Oh, please. I know I'm far more of an auntie to the likes of you.
Thank you.
Auntie.
I can see you've both grown much stronger.
That one definitely is more of a Japanese kind of thing, where Nadia probably said like One-san to be nice instead of calling her like an Oba-san, like an aunt, which has more old connotations, like, oh, you're calling someone an old lady. Even if it's just aunt.
Anyway, I think it's about time we put this issue to rest. And by that, I mean we're all ready to face whatever's coming head on. Wouldn't you agree?
Are you ready to watch me salt some bitches?
Sounds right to me.
I am grateful for your generosity. And now I can finally pay my respects.
Remember, I remember that chest. I remember.
With your permission, I too would like to offer a prayer, particularly as a citizen of Liberl.
Maybe I should have brought some flowers.
Think we should let the families of the victims leave flowers before any of us do. And considering the place is still blocked off.
Right. But we can at least offer prayers.
Well, then, everyone, we should press on now. Into the remains of what was once the most beautiful village in all the Republic. Cray Village.
Was that on their their calling card on the sign? Most beautiful village in Calvin Republic. Cray. Okay. July 12th, 11:28 a.m. Scar of Sin. Damn. The Republic, Northeast Region, Vichy County, or Vichy County. The former Cray Village, Ground Zero. I am surprised there are any buildings even partially up from the Ground Zero.
Measuring radiation levels. Radiation levels currently below standard values.
Below standard values.
At present, a 200 arch radius of your current position is safe.
That app measures radiation levels? That's correct. It was developed by Professor Erica Russell. Would you like me to send it to your Cyphus as well?
Oh, now that you mention it, I think George gave me something pretty similar.
That would be much appreciated, Leela.
We don't want to get radiated out here.
Yeah, thanks.
No need to have that be the reason why we don't show up in the final game in the series. Oh yeah, we died from cancer. We went to Cray Village before it was safe. Got a big-ass tumor in our heart. Alright, how about we rest here for a bit? Can imagine we must all be feeling pretty beat after that little fight of ours. Looking like the professor's already left for her objective anyway. Doubt she's gonna run, though. Even though she almost certainly knows we're here. Not sure how I feel about that, honestly. But at least I'll have some time to offer a prayer or two. A prayer? Just for the record, it is currently 11:30 a.m. Launch is scheduled to happen at 1 p.m. on the dot. Though I don't claim to know what the professor is after, I believe it would be best if we were to leave around noon. Good point. By the way, you mentioned you sent people ahead of you, right? Where are they? I believe they left for the hillside, much like the professor. Some of those can withstand nuclear blast depending on the distance. I know they can. I mean, hell, I went to Hiroshima and went to the Peace Park, which was basically the Ground Zero, and there were buildings from then that were up and remained, but like most of them weren't like brick, or they were made of stone. But how do I say this? The bomb exploded in the sky and went down in Hiroshima, and that's why some stuff was able to stay standing, right? Because it was being like pushed down. The one that happened here was over to the side, and it was on the ground. Like, that would have fucked up a lot of shit. Like, it would have pushed a shit ton of dirt, like, out of the way, I think. That's where Van and the others found that Jaeger last year. That's right. It's also where the Animus stone circle is. Though I imagine it must have been caught up in the explosion as well. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious about the place, but I should probably focus on what's right in front of me for now. I'm not saying seeing any monsters at the moment. We should be safe here. Well, considering I'm already along for the ride, just give me a holler if you need anything. To tell the truth, I visited Cray in the past, though. 10 years ago. Is that so? Yeah, came to retrieve a relic. Didn't stick around for a month like you guys, though. It was a beautiful place. And the galettes were delicious. Yeah, they sure were. You must have eaten like 50 of them, LP. I remember. 50? Are you kidding? You know what? Never mind. Can we take a look around? To reminisce, if nothing else.
Maybe I am different. Sadness, loneliness. I don't think I feel these things the way they do.
But you definitely feel them, right? Because I still remember the cutscene in Reverie where all the fake Lapises were piling on, right? You were feeling definite sadness and loneliness.
LP? Oh, coming.
Okay. So let's go back to the outskirts. Hey,
May
they
I
shop
help you?
member, Soul Chef Stew, because this is the place. This is the place to learn how to make some stew.
Thank you.
I mean, we're going to, but I mean, like, hey, I'm just saying, might not be the best place. Okay, just checking to make sure. Okay. Home cooking. The other ones were 0 for all. Nope. Okay, cool. Borders penne gratin. A fridge forged staff meal, la nude de chat noir, that doesn't forego flavor.
Piece of cake. See? I can cook too, you know?
Okay, actually, wait, did I even... No, I didn't even use it. Besotted beef stroganoff. Well, I feel like I must have had beef stroganoff at some point in my life, but I don't know if I ever... I can't remember it. 15,000 HP, nothing else. That's a lot, but it's not the best.
Is through his stomach.
A delectable delicacy full of Nadia's love. For Swin, that is. Okay, cooking. Okay. We are getting further and further in. Actually, I mean, let's be real.
Thanks for the
Let's
grub.
just eat that. We'll get CP. Because that is another thing with this game by having the garden.
Thanks for the grub.
Right, specifically with the Therma. There's no real need for the meals that give CP, because anytime that you would probably want to use a meal for that, you could probably just as easily find one of the points to just go to the Therma. It's really easy. She isn't saying she doesn't feel anything. She's saying that her reaction to those isn't the same. She isn't human, so how could it be the same for her? Yeah. I read it as well that way. But it definitely seemed like she felt loneliness and reverie pretty similarly to the way a person would probably feel it. Okay. Oh, it's even its own shop. Interesting.
Allow me to assist.
Soul Chef Bento. A good old bento. Okay, you know, let's just buy a sufficient amount for all of these, so we never have to worry about them ever again.
I hope to see you again.
The best thing to do. Picnic for the pals. Oh, wow, they put that really high up. CP plus 40, 500 EP, 12,000 HP, haphazard mess of picnic-oriented dishes prepared as lapis,
The more
see
you
it
mix,
saw fit.
the more you can eat. Your taste buds will dance till they drop.
Dude, dance till they drop. Cooking.
Wow.
There we go.
This is incredible. Ah, a treasure chest. Good
Yeah.
find.
Okay, and here we go. Yeah, Altera. Okay.
Conducting. How does this go again?
There we go. Honestly, if they just give me one that's... I was hoping they would just give me one that's just a whole bunch of these in a row. Which I'm kind of surprised there isn't something like that already.
Conducting search. How does this go again?
Didn't even need to set it up.
Search. Conducting search.
Okay.
Conducting search.
Glad that I was able to kind of just on-site figure out the gimmick to that one. Because I feel like that's been a thing in a few other of these where it's just long rows, but they have the offset speeds and radiuses.
Conducting search.
Fuck. Okay, did not realize that it was...
Conducting
Okay.
search. Commencing search.
See, this is an interesting one because it gives the impression that you need to hide, but if you just follow them, it works fine. Okay. That one was fine. Definitely didn't seem like a security 3, but Jabberwock arm. Ooh. That is a mind attack. Circle L, power S, fear ++, A-res down. That might be better to put on, because I don't think any of you have.
Looking to adjust.
Yeah, none of you have decreased mind stuff. It's all air. Air, fire.
Looking to adjust your.
I'll work my magic.
Yeah.
You may leave this to me.
Yeah, in fact, you don't have anything. I wonder if I should get. Or no, you have time. You have a time one. It's fine. I should give you a different thing as well. What is?
You may leave this to me. You may leave this to
What's your cast thing? Water, fire, time, mind, time. Grand Rock Fist, Earth, Space, Stream Stun, Ares. What's Glacial? Glacial Heat's just freeze ++ or burn. I mean, that's fine. At this point, I think I would rather have more of an ability to decrease res or A-res than anything like that. So how about I do this? Right, because having another way to remove buffs would probably be pretty good. That's A+, 540. Glacial Heat. Yeah, you want Fire, Thor Smasher. Yeah. And you have Eater Shield. I should give you an Earth one, if I can.
This is nothing for me.
Is there anything crit hit up, which I guess is good for him, but it's not amazing. This one gives fire and earth. The earth is primarily... Yeah, the fire's necessary.
That's a single
There's no
element slot.
wind fire. And unless I attack 3 to put here, then that's not gonna do much. So this strike is only 6. It's not too big of a thing. So I'm gonna take Gaiaverse.
Skill set altered.
Because if my primary thing with him for his first turn, if that's the primary action that I'm taking, then, or if the primary first turn action for him is to immediately go and cast shield, right? I want his next action to come as fast as possible. So reducing the delay is ultimately one of the better things to do. Okay. Right. That makes sense to me. Bing, bing. Hello. Wrecked transport vehicle. It's a truck that was destroyed by the nuclear weapon. Smell framed glass, clearly exposed to high temperatures, and melted into odd shapes. Tough for you too, huh? Yes. Though everything has been reduced to ash, there are still traces of the lives that were lived here. When I see them, I can't help but we feel the same. They obliterate entire bloodlines in an instant. Compared to that, assassination's practically nothing. Right. Anyway, not to change the subject, but you said you were being employed by Ashen, right? May have shown us her resolve when she was accompanying Her Highness, but Heiwei's really just trying to remain neutral here, aren't they? That's correct. Ashen is here on behalf of all of Heiwei, simply to witness the events to come. As we have a personal contract, I came to accompany her. Now even Heyway has the right to make a judgment on what Professor Hamilton has done. And it's for that reason that I asked to join you. I swear not to interfere with your objective. Well, even if we were to refuse, there would certainly be nothing stopping you from following us. If nothing else, having her along would increase our number. That could work in our favor. Alright, guess I don't mind. I'm glad to hear it. So I know Heyway wants to remain neutral and all, but is that something you agree with, Risha? Yeah, that's what's really important here. After all, you're not coming with us, you're not coming with us as a Zhongshe of Heywei. You're coming as yourself, right? Your situation's a little different than ours, but I'm sure it's been a while since you've had a little autonomy, Risha. That's why I would like to hear what you want to do. Having once lived as a Zhongshe, executing those deemed as criminals is, of course, something I'm no stranger to. As for what I think of the situation at present, I'm honestly not sure. The Professor has acted against the providence of the goddess. That crime is far beyond a level that I can measure. Which is why I think I'll leave dealing with the matter to all of you. From there, I'll come to my own decision on the situation. So that's what you're prepared to do, huh? Judge what's right from wrong? It's just like her. Perhaps she's the most fair witness of us all, in the sense that she has thus far not come to an answer regarding her thoughts on the matter. Yeah. Well, I'll think on your request, alright? Okay. Can't afford to overlook what lies ahead. As one who has inherited the name of Yin, the figure who's worked in the shadows of Calvard since its founding, and most importantly for the sake of those who I hold dear who are waiting for me in Crossbell. Yeah. Damn, it is. It is depressing being here. Hey, Director Gotti.
This was where that inn was.
Yeah, they took such good care of us. I don't know what to say.
I think coming has made it finally hit home. Grey Village really is gone. I know it'll never hold a candle to the real thing, but hope the footage I shot in the past can stand as a tribute to it someday. That's right. Heard you filmed one of your movies here. That I did. Wouldn't have imagined in my wildest nightmares that something so terrible would have happened to the place, though. See, I chose to shoot here because I thought the scenery could act as a representation of our main character's youth. Huh. Didn't think you paid attention to stuff like that. Thought you were only interested in filming shootouts and car chases. Well, it's all about pacing and balance, my friend. It'll enhance even the most exciting of scenes. But I digress. The people of this village were unbelievably kind back then. Is that so? You could say the same. Everyone we met was so friendly. As someone who had the honor of seeing Kray's true beauty, I'll make sure it remains in people's memories for generations to come. I feel it's my duty to pass down their story. We can't let it fade with the passage of time. I concur. Crime and tragedy will never disappear, but its effects have a way of slipping from the grasp of history. If you plan to do as you say, know that I will be cheering you on from the sidelines. Oh, that reminds me. When I was last here, I heard there used to be some mysterious stone statue on the outskirts of the village. It had already been picked up by the church by the time I came, but man, what I wouldn't have given to catch a glimpse. That was the one in the Mentos orb. Oh, we were just talking about that. Right, the statue. Funnily enough, I was actually one of the people involved in its recovery. What? Are you kidding me? You think you might tell me what it was like? It'll go a long ways toward helping me tell Kray's story, that's for sure. I underwent a pretty thorough examination in the Holy City of Artheria, but to be honest, we still don't understand everything about it. What we do know, though, is that it's different from the one we found in the Empire. Doesn't exactly fit the definition of an artifact, either. It's been tentatively categorized as an animist relic from some sort of ancient Zemurian civilization, but I see. Man, talk about an enigma. Thanks for giving me the scoop. Whatever it is, those who could tell the next generation about it are now gone. And knowledge like that is something else that can't ever be recovered. I pray a tragedy like this will never be repeated. Couldn't agree more. Hey, what are you trying to do here, Director? It's got my full support. I can tell you it's going to do a lot of good for the world. At the end of the day, I'm just a simple filmmaker. an entertainer. Seeing the harsh cruelty of the world all around me here makes me realize I don't really know how much I even can do to help things. But even so, even if it's only an insignificant bit every day, I still need to do what I can.
Character guy's a real one.
And then up to the chapel. This was a chapel, right? Yeah. Looks like the villagers visit it pretty often, too. Blasphemy doesn't even begin to describe what happened here. Well, I'm glad to have the opportunity to visit as well, though I'm not sure it's suited for prayer at the moment. Truly, there are no words. To see the destruction with my own eyes. I thought I had already grieved for Cray and his people, but seeing the ruins in person is just so much more palpable. In the truest sense of the word. I imagine those who made their way to the hillside felt much the same way. They must have steeled their resolve to step foot in the village, just as we did. And given the intel I received, I think I have an idea of who exactly those people were. Your brother and his bodyguard, and the Grosser's very own icy hot duo, right? Doubt they had the same reason for coming here that we do. I've already informed my brother of my thoughts on the matter. I intend on leaving the rest in your hands. Do you all really mean to? Our objective is right before us. All we gotta do is finish it. If your brother and his friends get in my way before we can, trust that we won't go easy on them. I have prepared myself for whatever outcome that may come to pass. However, there's something I happen to learn on Mammoth Island. Sometimes there are things that can only be gained through clear and direct dialogue. And you, Father Kevin, somewhere in your heart, that's something you're hoping to happen, right? Give me too much credit. I pray that the goddess lights your way, Father Kevin, and that this affair will have a happy ending.
Not a salty one.
If all of you are determined to fulfill your mission, then I have no right to stop you. However, if at all possible, I hope you find an ending that leaves as few regrets as possible for everyone. Yourself included, of course, Father Kevin. Having come to this village, it finally feels as though the tragedy that took place here has become something personal to me. I'm certain my brother felt the same after passing through here. I dearly hope that the survivors and victims' families will one day be able to visit as well.
That spot over there. Is it...
Ground Zero. The epicenter of the blast. And the site of Mr. Brad's final moments.
I feel like the Ground Zero point would have to be a much larger crater than that. For a blast that took out so much of the surrounding area, the force that it would have to have would result in a much bigger crater.
There used to be a market here, if I recall.
They,
now,
they couldn't do it.
It's like there was never anything here to begin with. How awful.
It would be too big of a crater, and you wouldn't have much to move around in.
Leave it to me.
Mint, you sound really happy. And that's kind of fucked up where we're at right now. Okay, let's buy another couple of those. Just for now. Let's buy another Action 3. Buy another Cast 3 because it's been a bit. Buy another EP Cut 3. I don't feel like I need more Hit 3s. So I'm not going to buy any right now. But EP Cuts are decent. Impede 3. Sure, we'll take another one of those along with that Mine 3. I have a lot of Mine Sepith, my lord. Okay.
Okay, see you later.
Party. Yeah, I do still have several people that I need to finish unlocking their things, so I'm not going to use too much more of my stuff, but yeah, I do have good amount, hopefully.
You may leave this to me.
Or custom, I wish I could custom all the other ones, but okay. Looks like there used to be a workshop here. In a market. Must have been a pretty lively place. Never really had the chance to visit. Yeah, it might have been small, but it was always so full of life. The stall owners were pretty generous with their freebies, too. Gave LP a whole bunch of stuff. Those apples were so juicy. I remember there were children I played with, too. Lashkar, Annie, and Kent. And they had a little cat with them, named Nero. Staying here for almost a month gave us a lot of time to get to know the villagers. They were never anything but kind to us, honestly. They even treated us like family at times. I expect none less from a melting pot like Cray. They welcomed everyone they met with open arms. Might have been their downfall, though. After all, that's how a nuke and its catalyst ended up in their village. You mean a Genesis? I'd heard there were a few involved in incidents prior to the explosion. Like the case involving the ghouls and Cray. Then there was that mess with the Genesis in Longport, too. I can't help associating the Genesis with the woman waiting for us on the hillside. Who happens to be the very same woman who gave Dingo a white replica. So, what are you planning to do, Ashen? I imagine a situation like this isn't exactly one a Dada Hayway's Lu family can afford to ignore. We intended to get our just dues, you can be sure of that. But for the moment, I think I'll wait and see how things play out. After all, it wouldn't make sense for Hayway to interfere with your affairs. Not when Baba, Yeye, and Sao have deemed your cooperation necessary. Interesting. So, it sounds like Hayway's got plans of their own. Well, either way, we appreciate you guys not getting in our way. Means all we gotta worry about now is carrying out our goal. I guess there's a chance Risha might stick her nose in our mess. She's not actually part of Hayway, you know. But anyway, the rest is in your hands, Father Kevin. No matter the outcome, right? Whatever is about to happen in this land, I'll observe as a representative of Hayway. No matter the outcome, I leave the rest in your hands, Father Kevin. I'm sure this workshop used to have a skilled old craftsman who was trusted by everyone in the village. Wish I could have visited before it ended like this.
Yeah, this is such a depressing sight. Hey, Marielle.
Marielle, is this where Dingo shot his footage of the detonation? Yes. And where he made his last stand. I keep seeing it around, but this crystal stuff is... The terrain is said to have been instantly liquefied in the extreme heat of the explosion. It appears to have vitrified upon cooling. I think it's starting to dawn on me how truly cataclysmic the blast was. Yeah. Never felt real before now, did it? You know, being here and all, I kind of figured I'd start blubbering like a baby. Marielle, I may not be able to use these photos in any official capacity yet, but I hope someday people around the world will see what really took place here. After all, that's my job as a reporter, to show the world the truth.
They just told her to wait outside the village.
Nobody would look down on you for crying, Marielle. Just try not to push yourself, alright? I won't. Thank you.
Yeah.
How's it going, Lucrezia? The thing that always gets me about her, she's wearing like these obvious gloves, but then like you can still see her fingernails are like painted purple. So are her gloves like do her gloves have nails on the glove? Or do her gloves have holes specifically to show the fingernails? I don't know which I find more disturbing, and I would dislike more. I find it a bit difficult to admit, but the man who targeted this village frequented the same old haunts that I once did. Really, what he did here was despicable. Yeah. That this is the same village we visited 2 years ago still hasn't quite sunk in yet. The crimes they committed were vile indeed, even to a criminal like myself. So, what's your plan here? I mean, considering it doesn't seem like the society intends to do anything about the professor. I plan to see for myself what events take place here, be they good or bad. Which is why I'd like to go to the hillside with you, if you'll have me. I promise not to be a hindrance. Considering the society's stance on the situation, I'm curious what you mean by seeing for yourself. Well, I'm curious what you think of all this. Not the society. You. Yeah, I mean, given that you've helped us in the past, you're not just one of the society's worker bees. You have your own thoughts and feelings on things, right? Well, it's nice to hear you sing so highly of me, in spite of the fact that I'm a former assassin turned enforcer. Let's see. What I'll say for now is that I've taken a particular interest in Professor Hamilton of late. The professor? Can't imagine why. You see, she seems to have had some sort of involvement in the family matters of a certain catty acquaintance of mine. The family matters of Ren, somehow. What she has to say about the present situation, and whether she contemplated her actions before taking them. I want to know the answers to those questions. Catty acquaintance. But that isn't the only reason for wanting to accompany us, is it? Indeed, but considering my dear family has its own circumstances to consider at present, I can't divulge the particulars. However, there's a premonition of mine that I'd like to confirm.
I am playing her up a lot more French than I think she actually comes across. But that's fine. When she says her family, does she mean... No, maybe I'm overthinking it.
Well, that being said, I have no desire to interfere with your mission, love. In the end, as long as I can hear her reasoning for doing the things she's done, that will be enough.
That doesn't change the fact that the church and the society have different goals here. Besides, we don't know what the other members of the society are up to either. Sorry, but I'll need to think on this.
Kevin not making a split-second decision?
He seems to have reasons for his reservations. He doesn't want someone powerful enough to be able to step in and take Professor Hamilton away quickly to be close to her, probably. Right, because she's a high-level enforcer, and she has warp abilities by herself, right? With the she can cut space with their spear. So probably wouldn't want her to be nearby someone that he's trying to make sure does not get away.
Well, one can never be too careful these days. But I suppose that prudence of yours is what makes you such a fascinating knight. Very well, but if you do allow me alone, know that I spare no effort in assisting you. Come find me when you've made your decision.
Swen, Nadia. Once we're done here, we should go talk with the others. Good idea. Still gotta give Rishin the golden butterfly answer after all. Know what I was walking into, but this is just beyond words. The professor's trying to guide us to some sort of understanding. Something bigger than what happened here. Gather everyone together has been added to the travel menu. Oh, I still need to re-talk to Maria.
The church and society mix as well as oil and water, so your confusion is only natural. Take your time and think things over. Although, you may not have all that much time left. Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine, really. As a journalist, now I'm here, I've got a duty to fulfill.
Duty to fulfill. There we go. I can say my words very... Don't forget the chest. I already got the chest. I got the chest. There's no other chests. I already got it. Got the thing. I got the Jabberwock arm plug-in. I got it. Don't be messing with me.
We've no business that way.
Okay. Gather everyone together. Gathering everyone together will advance the main story, after which you'll no longer be able to freely explore the Cray outskirts. Guess everyone together. Doesn't look like the Princess or Ashram plan to intervene again. As for Rishi and the Golden Butterflies offer, well, it's best to be prepared. Got a feeling there's going to be trouble down the road. Not long after everyone gathered in the center of the village, Kevin let the group know that they were planning to head out to their final destination. It was then that they responded to the pair's offer.
let me cut that chase. Risha, go on Butterfly. We're accepting the offer. You're gonna help us make our way to the objective. Figured as much. You have my gratitude, Kevin. As I said earlier, however, I may not be able to aid you in your final task. Is this no issue? If you need an extra hand, I'd be more than willing. Also, I do plan on hearing the professor out at first. But as soon as things could begin to go awry, I'll be ready to take her down. Yeah, that's fine with me. To be honest, though, it's the people she's with that I'm most worried about. Great swordswoman in Elsaim as a master of gemstone arts and 2 stigma wielders. The greatest swordswoman in Elsaim. Yeah.
Was she Aurelia Le Guin levels?
You believe you would struggle against 2 dominions at once, do you? Even with your skills? As for the Crown Prince and the bodyguard, the former's true strength is unknown to us, and the latter is more skilled in the sword than I am. My brother is a master of the gemstone arts, even among our family. You are right not to underestimate him. But perhaps the largest problem we face is the simple fact that we cannot predict how well prepared the professor is. Yeah, those masked guys might be somewhere else right now, but who knows what other tricks she has up her sleeve. Seeing as you've got both Risha and the Golden Butterfly on your side, though, I imagine you'll be able to deal with pretty much anything. Agreed. I'll be giving you guys backup with everything I've got. I won't hear any objections from us. We decided to see this through to the end after all. Got a lot of mixed feelings about this, but it's the only way to figure out what she's really up to. I kinda want to tag along too. Yeah, I feel ya. Sounds like the sort of event I could use for inspiration. Unfortunately, what lies ahead is not a place for outsiders like us.
Maria? Kevin? If possible, I'd like to...
Oh. Oh? Is she able to do the eye that the saint can do? Or is it being like, given to her just a little bit from a distance?
Is... white flowers? Fields of buckwheat?
Okay.
Come on, you two! Hurry up already! Hold on a minute, Lashkar!
Are you coming too, Nero? There's no mistaking it. This is Cray Village.
And Lashkar's there, so it can't be the day of.
The standard Orbal signal, the wireless Orbal network, and Marduk satellite communication. Detection from all 3. Now executing anti-hacking diagnostics. No errors detected. No errors detected. No errors detected.
Wait. Initiating search using wireless. Okay, so it got Orbal signal, wireless Orbal network, and Marduk satellite communication. Got detection from all 3. Okay.
Confirming current time and location coordinates. Year 1208 of the Septian calendar. October 15th, 11:45 a.m. The Calvard Republic, Vichy County.
Vichy, okay. That's
Cray Village. Rufus! Nadia! Swin! Even Kevin's gone too?
Okay. Okay, this section is wild. Was not expecting this.
Looking good this year.
Boy, that smells delicious. Like a galette. But this isn't the time for that.
This is time for later, Ron. Alright, once the lunch rush sells, I need to ask Kaina to check the oven. Next month's Harvest Festival will probably draw a fair number of people, so I need to start getting ready for that too. Oh, wait, are you? I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. The woman from the inn I stayed at before. Doesn't seem as though she's an illusion or anything, but just what's going on here? You're not lost, are you? If you're in any trouble, please let me know. Was she, like, phased back?
It's the same as when we were here before. What's going on?
Yeah. Hunter Ruts. Things got pretty crazy last month or so after a bunch of monsters swarmed into the area, but I'm glad things have settled down. Keeping this place peaceful is my biggest priority, after all. Guess I'll take a short break and then go back on my patrols.
Not this way.
Yeah, if you're shouldn't play, you should probably check that direction. Okay.
Oh, found one! Try catching it yourself, Kent.
I'll give it my best shot. Be careful, you guys. You're gonna get soaked if you fall in.
Are these the same children I played with before? Wait, yes! Annie, Kent, and Lashkar. This point is a little more than a year since I last saw them. But they grew so much.
Oh, hello. Are you a traveler, miss?
Hey, you're barely any older than I am. Wait, have we met before?
Wait, so what's going on here? Because these people should know Lapis, but I guess this is a, like, special kind of situation, so they're forced not to, because it's not actually... We're not actually in the past. Maybe?
Now that you mention it, those eyes of hers.
Oh, I remember. You played with us last year.
How does no one remember her, like, very... Like, she is very unique looking.
Dreaming? I'd never been to Cray myself, but it's exactly as Dingo described.
Oh? Marielle got ported in, too. Wait.
Huh?
What?
Oh, hey, another lady?
Lapis?
What are you doing here, Marielle? And where's everyone else?
Yeah. What's going on?
But, this is Cray Village, right?
What's going on here?
No, what's
Are they tourists, maybe?
Sorry for the commotion.
It's just like when we looked into the past. Or, no.
Yeah, her eye.
This might be.
What is going on with her eye?
Oh, there they are.
What the fuck?
Lapis, where were you?
Okay.
Everyone.
So they disappeared. They phased.
Were we dreaming?
We were so worried, LP. I mean, you just up and vanished on us out of nowhere.
Okay. So someone used a replica to long distance phase Lapis and Marielle back in time for some reason. But that means that shows that you can do it to other people that don't have the replica on them. You can just phase people. Okay. That's good information to know.
We split up to look for you two and everything.
Yes, everyone was quite worried.
It was as if you were both spirited away. What exactly happened?
Well...
Let me take it from the beginning.
October 15th of last year. So, about 9 months ago.
Roughly 1 month before the bomb went off.
And you and Mariel went back to the past at the same time.
Is that even possible?
I suppose it could have been some sort of illusion. But I still have everything in my log. The kids' voices. The way they breathed. It was all so real. And now, they're gone. I think I'm finally starting to understand.
I see.
I wonder, was it like somehow a specific phase where... Wait, no, she'd been to Cray Village. Marielle hadn't. She was the only one that hadn't been, if I remember right.
LP. Well, at least Lashkar's okay, right?
Yeah. You went through some shit, though,
Silver
because of
lining
it.
for sure, though it took him a while to see it.
Well, yeah. And that one engineer was saved, too. It's 11:55.
That means there's only an hour before the launch. The broadcast should be starting soon.
Probably as good a time as any then.
Headed off, are you?
Yeah.
Yep, to the top of the hillside, where Fairy and the others went last year.
We want to try talking to the professor before the launch.
By the way, I saw a white light coming from the hill right before I shifted into the past. I have a feeling it was the replica.
If that's the case, then those colleagues of hers are almost certainly waiting for us up there.
But which one?
I imagine so are the pair from Elsheim and the two Dominions.
I didn't get to finish what I was saying before because of what happened. But if possible, could you take...
Sorry, but that's...
Well, I don't see why not.
Yeah, let's move. Come on.
Really?
Rufus?
Back in Tharbad, we promised we would inform her of any new information we came across.
I promise we'll let you know as soon as we
Here's
find
the OG
anything.
time trial. Yeah.
Be okay with that.
Yeah,
right,
she
Kevin?
is.
Yeah, fine. Like I could ever say no to a cutie like you.
And with the launch on the horizon, things seemed to be growing increasingly unstable. Then, amidst all of our preparations, not only did Lapis visit the past, but Marielle did as well. There must be a reason why. I can't say for certain whether or not she's meant to stand in Dingo's place, but I believe she has the right to be present for what's to come.
Can't say I disagree, but fine then. Maria LeMay, you can come. But you better be prepared to keep your eyes trained on the truth, even when you want to do nothing more than look away.
I am. So please, take me with you.
Then it's settled.
And given our current group, I doubt we have to worry about keeping her safe on the way there.
We'll be right by your side, Marielle.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay. And now?
Doesn't really feel appropriate to tell you lot to give it your all, but at the very least, make sure you don't walk away with any regrets.
Take care! Oh, and remember, the launch will be happening in the southeast, okay?
And I'm going to imagine that the two lines for each of the route ends on like the route select screen for Kevin and Reen, I imagine that those two lines almost are indicative of the launch happens, right? This game takes place in it takes place over the course of like 3 or 4. Like the biggest time skip is from prologue to Act 1, which I think is like a week. Like when you're in the prologue in Marduk, like doing the training there, right? I think that's a week before Act 1, which is day 1. Everything else takes place over the course of like 3 days. 3-4 days. Yeah. It's a very condensed timeline. I think it's one of the shortest timelines in Trails game history. Like every other game, when it's not taking place in like Phantasma or anything else, usually takes at least a month, right? I mean, all the other jumps by month. Yeah. Like they go by weeks and months. So
We shall await your return. May Adios be with you.
May the Heavenly Mother guide your way. And Risha, I'm counting on you.
Of course. That you all head forth on this day is most assuredly Arusha's will. I'm sure there's a role that only you can play here. You, who have glimpsed the darkness of the world and chosen to press on regardless. And I believe that could be said of the Professor as well. Please, say what you need to she who knows what fate awaits us.
Your Highness, yeah, we will.
My word. I get the feeling you're going to be a force to be reckoned with, young lady. Much like a certain young duchess.
Not sure I'll be able to live up to your expectations, but I plan on seeing this thing through on my own terms.
Okay. Trails beyond the horizon. Okay, you put me into another area that I'm gonna have to explore, or is this? Okay, yeah. July 12th, 12:05 p.m. Region around former Cray Village, Great Sheeter Hills, southeastern side. Doesn't seem like there's any monsters. So this area got caught in the explosion too. Yeah, we actually came here 2 years ago on a picnic. A picnic? Even back then it was rocky, but it wasn't barren like this. The terrain's definitely seen some alteration, yes, and I'm also seeing a few signs of heat damage. The extent of the destruction is truly astonishing. That the bomb had to have been more powerful than even McBown. I would assume as much, especially in terms of range. Kind of bonkers that you guys would make that comparison so casually. McBurn is just that guy. He's built different. So, that's the replica, is it? We should get moving. We have less than an hour before the launch. Let's hope we make it before then. I'm sensing a few enemies farther in, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Especially with this team. Risha, Golden Butterfly, we'll be counting on you. I won't hold anything back. I don't intend to disappoint. I'll make sure to back you up, Mariel. So just watch your step, alright? Thanks. Risha has temporarily joined the party. Lucrezia has accompanied the party as an active guest. Okay. You say temporarily... Okay, I can still swap her stuff. Don't necessarily feel the need to. Crit evade, I do. Freeze, rot, death blow. Yeah, I'll give her a Blade Crest 1. Just for the accuracy. I'll probably keep the crew I got, though. In terms of everything else. I don't think it's terrible.
Leave
what
the
I
adjustments
have.
to me. Skill set adjusted.
Okay, just have an action 1. That's fine. So I don't really plan on putting her into the party. It's not a big deal. Okay. Let's take another quick 3-minute break, and then we'll be right back. And we're back. Okay. So, we have those.
Let's do a search.
Engage at a safe distance.
There they go. Bam! Open wide. Open wide.
You can really hit them from a good distance away. That's pretty crazy. Okay.
You want to see what I can really do? There you go.
You're doing good, Kevin. I can support you better than ever now.
I advise you prepare.
Your charge attack is on hand.
Got the drop on it.
Let's just hit him with that. Okay. Get some EX delays. Probably should also get
You
some.
want to see what I can really do? There you go.
You certainly don't know
Old Massachusetts. How about a shard search? Open wide. Down they go. Put a bow on this. Down they go.
Okay.
certain arts will be more effective.
Doing good, better.
Go get him, Tucker.
We have the advantage. Press it.
Certain arts will be more effective.
I dare you. Still ain't done. I dare you. Count on you, Swin. Here to help.
Allow me.
There we go. We want to get our Zoxin battle up. 10 Holocores max, hell yeah, cool. Also, that is one thing that I haven't really done too much. Character skill stone, Spears of Urnloa. Let's level that up.
Flying high.
The time.
Still a long haul to go. Nice. I'm flying high.
You have 25. This one I do quite like.
All the better to protect
We'll
with.
use that one.
All the better to protect
Okay,
with.
and then just put it
Still
onto
not
his
strong
S-Craft. Okay, this is a good support one.
Bring on the buffs.
And then we'll put an S-Craft.
Bring on the buffs.
Do
Yay.
that.
Bring on the buffs.
Okay. And if I do anything with you,
There we are.
it'll probably
There we
be
are.
mostly those. Claws, A+, but I would say this
There we
one's
are.
just generally more useful. Okay.
Man, Rufus.
Carmine Altera is completely different than
Good, Mario?
I'll do my best to keep up. In times like these, anger with
Go.
think like that. I'm doing this because I want to. That's the spirit. We've got your back all the
Still
way.
ain't done. On guard. I dare you. Make it happen, Nadia. On guard.
Okay.
It's the same as when we were here before. What's going on? The view is completely different when we're on foot like this.
You good, Mario? Can't imagine this is easy for you.
Heard this going on in the fight. Couldn't really hear much.
I'll do my best to keep up. In times like these, Dingo would. No, I can't think like that. I'm doing this because I want to.
Yeah, that's the spirit. We've got your back all the way.
Okay.
Racking up those macho points, am I right?
A long way behind father yet.
Okay.
Engage at a safe distance. Your charge attack is on hand.
Got the drop on it. Swing! I dare you. Here we go. Wide open.
Good.
I'm all prepped up.
Still a ways to go.
I just keep growing and growing.
that.
Still ain't done. I dare you. Here we go, Rufus. You're mine.
Nadia!
Guveg?
All according to calculation.
Rhythm to 18, Nadia.
Go see. Different they go.
Yep. Damn it.
Ready to help.
Calling it here.
Good.
Sorry.
No need to take
Guys,
every
rest your
fight.
souls.
You done great, Pleasure.
Engineer, S-Craft post delay. That's actually really good to just pick that up.
Leave this to me.
That is far better than a shield one. In terms of S-Crafts, right?
Looking to
Just the
adjust
people
this
that I
system
use
that
the
makes
most
it
S-Crafts with. Like, I really like his. Okay, like his S-Craft because it does really good stun. But in terms of AoE, his is the best, and I probably use it the most in this squad. So, I think that this is where this probably comes in the best.
Your skills have changed.
Yeah, I can't really justify swapping it to anyone else.
You have my support.
Open wide!
Your charge attack is on hand.
Open wide! Open got the drop on it.
Let's do this. That. There we go.
You want to see what I can really do? There you go.
More of the same next time, Kevin.
Engage at a
Sorry, gotta rest your souls.
You done good,
I'm all
Kevin.
prepped up.
No need to take them all. As long as I take a good chunk of them, and then make sure I also have attacked or fought, at the very least, every single kind of type of enemy.
I'm calling it here.
Let's settle this right now.
Certain arts will be more effective. Now, fight with your fullest might. Certain arts will action.
I dare you. Still ain't done.
Okay. Let's just do that.
I dare you. Count on you, Swin. Move it. Take it away.
Missed. It's wild to be played. Like, you can tell Kevin's party is not as broken as the other two because using an S-Craft on him is not just like an instant demolish for everything. Like, it's not bad, but it's not crazy great either. Okay, Goldia Gem. EP cost by that much. I think right now it would probably be best to put it on Nadia, but only for now. I think by and large, like, because there's going to be a point where all the groups probably merge, I would think. Nadia's not going to, like, I have the garden group, and Goldia is good. But I would probably put it on someone else, yeah? Just trying to think of who I would even put it on.
Looks like a tough customer.
Hanamon. Well, casting arts, evasion, and evade go up. You're probably going to be the one that casts the most arts. So let's put that on you, just to be safe.
Skill set updated.
I think that's an important safety to have. Also, all dishes sampled, all limited edition suites uploaded, gold still scones. Why does Judith have a room at Archive Solutions if she's rich? Because because she's that rich. She can have a room as well as a Penthouse suite. She's got that much money. Also, because I think, if I remember right, in the game, she even said, yeah, so paparazzi, like, so I can get away from paparazzi for some time. Go.
Still a ways to go.
I just keep growing and growing.
I'm all prepped up.
Okay.
Oh, treasure!
My, what a lovely melody.
Sounds like it's coming from up there.
That voice. I think I recognize this song from somewhere.
Wait, what are they doing here? Let's go.
What are they doing here? What do you mean?
We've hit a stopping
We don't know who's there. We haven't gone over the hill yet. Okay.
Good as new.
You can count on me for support.
Lord.
Good luck on your adventure.
I'm so interested in what's going to happen, but I'm also just terrified because I like Professor Hamilton. Like she's a cool grandma. So what if she's a super big sinner or something? Wait, why do you have impede 3 and impede 1? Let's give you impede 2, bro. Yeah, we'll take that from
Skill set changed.
her. Yeah, you have all the different evades.
You may leave this to me.
You only have action 2.
This is nothing
You
for
have
me.
action 2 and action
I'll
3.
work my magic.
This looking to adjust your orbments? You may leave this to me.
Let's give you action 3.
I'll work my magic.
Why do you have defense 2? Yeah, let's
Skill set
boost your damage.
Looking to adjust your orbments?
Yeah, okay. Right, let's go be potential. She's humming at the replica on the stone. And not even trying to hide.
Some sort of prayer for the people of Cray, perhaps?
If I keep humming this song, they won't interrupt it to be because they don't want to be rude. So if I just keep doing that for the rest of the hour. Her voice is carrying.
Thank you, everyone. I know my musical talents leave much to be desired, but I am nonetheless grateful that you allowed me to finish.
It was nothing. I mean, considering we can't even offer flowers.
It was the very least we could do for the victims. If anything, I'm grateful you gave us the chance to witness your tribute.
And I imagine you all feel much the same.
Yeah. I was struggling to think of what kind of prayer to offer on our way over.
If I'm remembering correctly, that was a song by Dominique Lanster, the famed singer of days long past.
Okay.
That's right. Though it's also occasionally sung as a hymn during Mass.
Which is wild.
Yes, a song about a mother passing down her feelings to her daughter, who then inevitably does the same.
Which we know that the Lannister family does, and Dominique did.
And though Dominique did indeed bring this song into the wider world with that lovely voice of hers, it was originally a creation of two others. You see, the melody was arranged by the artist and revolutionary Aramis Gainsbourg.
Hello.
And as for the lyrics and composition, they were written by none other than Sheena Dirk, who also happened to teach Dominique the art of chanson in her final years.
Okay. My lord, Dominique had connections.
What? Sheena Dirk? Like, from the history books?
The woman who helmed the revolution. Also considered to be the founding mother of the Calvard Republic. I'd heard she passed away at the age of 80, which would have been roughly half a century ago.
From the sound of it,
Jeez.
the two must have been on awfully good terms, yes?
They were. At the time, Dominique had no family to speak of. She resorted to theft daily in order to get by.
Okay, which means Grimcat started with Dominique once again, and we still don't know how it's like. We still don't know where it came from, like the transformation thing. The friends says she needs them to cover checks. Yeah. So that.
It was Sheena who managed to open her heart and lead her down the path of music.
Okay, so that old lady was Sheena Dirk. God, imagine being the piece of shit going, yeah, I stole from the founder of from the revolutionary mother of the country.
However, there was one other who showed Dominique an alternate path forward, which is how she ended up living two separate lives, one of fame and glamour under the spotlight, and the other righting wrongs from the shadows.
And who was that other?
The Phantom Thief Grimcat. To think that was how it all began.
Putting that aside for the moment.
Okay, so she inherited it from some other Grimcat.
Are me and Rufus, yeah?
So Grimcat, I guess, existed for a while before Dominique. It just hasn't necessarily always been the Lanster family that was doing it. So, I guess similar to Yin, but not pure familial. It's just been helmed by a great thief, basically. It's not much different from Aurora stealing from Professor X before becoming Star.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Kevin Graham of the Septian Church.
Yo, what's up? I'm Onionhead.
And I am Rufus A. It's a pleasure.
I will not say the rest of my last name.
Though I imagine, considering our involvement with the Retributive Tower, you must already know who we are.
I do indeed. I'm familiar with everything related to Elysium, from its birth to its rampage, and its eventual erasure. In fact, that very event marked an important turning point. It was the start of a new beginning, one which has led us to today.
Yeah, it was where the new engine was introduced in cutscenes, but new introduced nonetheless, so new beginning.
Oh.
You knew? About all of it?
That professor from the Society seemed familiar with the incident too, but...
That's because he's been investigating the source of the Marduk tech that allowed them to break through the astral code.
Tower aside, You had contact with Sheena in her final years too, didn't you? If only because of your associations with people that knew her better.
Correct. You see, my mentor, Professor Claude Epstein, was called upon by the government to construct what would become Trion Tower. And as his assistant, I accompanied him in his venture to do so, as did his daughter, Lilia Epstein. In that sense, you could say we are all responsible for the events that took place half a century ago.
Okay. See, having that replica there to be able to do this time jump.
Could you please talk some sense into this guy? I mean, what kind of loony gives a kid expensive doodads just for doing a few measurements?
A fine gift for all your hard work, I'd say. I think you should accept.
I agree. By the way, the land seems to meet all the requirements for the city plan.
Indeed it does. I'm grateful for all your help, young miss. As for the gift, what you do with it is up to you. But first, perhaps I should teach you how to maintain it.
Hey Dominique, can you turn into that super cool cat again?
Okay. So Professor Epstein is the one that gave Dominique the thing that transforms her. Okay, that answered that question. Question's answered.
What did we just...
Now, why he made that, I don't know. But, okay. Good to know. Okay. So... They all knew each other. Okay.
I knew it.
I've seen a voice of Steve Bloom
These
because why
altar
not?
cores
That's
can
what it's caught by.
manifest.
And so I don't know, but is Steve Bloom Spike Spiegel in Cowboy Bebop? Because that was the first thing that I thought of when I heard his voice going. I was like, is that Spike? Is that the sound of a voice of a guy who likes a woman that can kick his ass?
Visions of the past. Or perhaps we were transported back in time in much the same way you were.
Yes, I believe so.
How's blasting Fetty Wap on the JVO speakers gonna do anything?
It's different from the Saint's Eye, then.
In all likelihood, we weren't seeing the memories of this land. We were seeing the past itself.
Which is pretty impressive. Spike Spiegel, yes, okay.
Exactly. The conversation you
Actually, the most
just
famous one.
witnessed
Okay.
was one held 57 years ago in the outskirts of the capital. It was the moment when Dominique received her compact, the Phantanox, from Professor Epstein.
Okay, so now we have a name on it too. The Phantanox.
I was present as the professor's assistant, and Sheena and Lilia were there as well.
Okay.
In any case, you all saw that conversation in real time.
Mm-hmm.
A glimpse into the past, if you will, granted to you by the replica of the Genesis I designed, the Altar Core.
So you did make that device.
Yeah, well, we figured. That said, it should be impossible to meddle in the past or the future, shouldn't it? At least if you're going by the principle of causality.
But even so, the impossible has indeed been made possible. Those vestiges included.
Do the impossible, see the invisible. Row, row, fight the power.
And all thanks to President Gramhart's plan, no? The one reaching its climax as we speak.
That is correct. The President's space program, Project Levitin, an indispensable component of the grander scheme. If its objective is not achieved, then the world we know as Zemuria will face its imminent end before abruptly beginning anew.
Oh? But it would begin anew. I guess common is VA's Cassius. See, I didn't watch Gurren Lagann in English dub. I watched that one subbed. So, I don't know much about that one's dub.
Though if our souls are not lost in that process, then, in a manner of speaking, you might even consider it a boon. However, I imagine it's an outcome many would find undesirable, which is why the President felt he had but one option available to him. solve the issue by utilizing humanity's strength and willpower.
Okay. So this is once again, the church knows the world is going to end. And there are people that are like, we don't want the world to end. We would much rather it continue. And going, yeah, let's try to stop it. Let's try to stop that, please. And we're supposed to be looking at Latoya Hamilton as a sinner for that? Like, that seems like a pretty noble goal. His older brother was Simon. Ah, okay.
At present, I am merely keeping a watch over his work and making sure I'm prepared for the end result, whatever that may be.
Wait, so does that mean the president is also an equivalently heretical individual and therefore should be hunted by the church?
Yes. After all, everything I've done was just a bit of insurance.
Insurance, and not even like the main
Performing experiments with the replicas that violated the goddess's divine providence, scattering Professor Epstein's geneses all throughout the Republic.
So she's the one who orchestrated like the theft of them.
Knowing full well that his legacy would fall into the hands of the evil that was Almada, and watching on in spite of that. I knew the danger that Dingo was in, and yet I took advantage of his sense of duty. And even after his passing, I continued to make use of him in order to verify the 8th Genesis's abilities, right up until the end.
No, that can't be.
Marielle. You stood by while Ace was being used and while Lapis was kidnapped.
That's too much. Even I can't forgive you for that.
And I wouldn't expect you to.
She's real for that, going, I don't blame you. I don't forgive myself for it either. Oh, just pulling web. Come on, keep talking.
To know how our newest enforcer managed to acquire a replica of his own, would you? Or why a certain set of armor and an intricately designed puppet disappeared from the ark?
Oh, okay, so we're going to be fighting those two bosses again.
I'm afraid I do not.
Okay, so she didn't distribute the replicas? She just distributed the regular Genesis?
Though I do know that an old friend of yours has been on the move recently.
I see. You really are quite the villain, aren't you?
Got lots of questions myself. But even so...
Kevin, I'm afraid we can't allow you to come a single step closer.
The professor has provided humanitarian aid across the world. Also, Celise and I owe her a great deal. As such, we cannot stand by and let you finish your mission.
The same goes for Elsheim. We owe her a great debt for returning greenery to our capital. Though I have my reservations about this alleged device that defies the goddess. That's something we can deliberate on at another time. For now,
Can we deliberate
we'll
now?
stop you, Father Kevin.
Can we just keep talking?
Swin,
Please?
Nadia, and the rest of your group. I ask for your leniency.
Hey, how about we just you know look to the past a few more times.
Wait, what's going on?
Find out some info.
They're being enhanced by the Altar Core.
Our stigmas as well?
Hey, Professor! We didn't ask for your help.
This is a matter of pride. Please leave this to us.
Much like the originals, it activated on its own judgment in response to the present situation.
I'm not doing
I
shit.
believe you all should now be evenly matched, though the outcome matters little to me. 12:40 p.m. The
Oh.
moment is very nearly upon us
We have
now.
20 minutes.
May this all be settled by then, including my final judgment.
How did it come to this?
You've got guts, that's for sure.
We're past the point where we can afford to question right or wrong. We can only press onward.
I feel like we can still question.
My name is the Fifth. I declare that the heretic hunt begins now!
I don't like that. I don't like Heretic Hunt. I don't want Heretic Hunt. Also, can I not get frozen like right out the bat, please? Can you please not do that immediately? Like, that's a real piece of shit move to do, like right out the gate, like first move. Because the opponent's hand the gods gave out the holy leaders and checking out every Canadian about guarding the subterraneans. That once the subterraneans are either given answers just for playing the using. Can you like please not?
I wouldn't dare miss this ill-fated closing show.
Okay, let's.
In the name of Oswald.
How do I do this? You know, let's do this for right now because I don't have
You're too kind.
much potential
We're doing good.
to do much. And then we'll just defend.
Don't care whose orders you're following. You're not getting through.
Hey, burn me, please.
I was hoping to avoid a confrontation.
Feelings mutual.
Okay, well, I can be burned and frozen at the same time. I don't think enemies can.
Cleave my foes. I won't show any mercy.
Okay. Fucking Christ, dude. He is sealed, frozen, and burned. What other things can he be? My lord. I've yet to attack. Okay. Okay. That's fucking stigma release, alright? Can I?
If you're willing, Elsheim could always handle questioning the professor on your behalf.
Ask that you withdraw, Father Kevin. Otherwise, we will resort to removing you by force.
Closing show.
Okay. What are we gonna do here? Okay. So, can't do crafts with Rufus just yet.
In the name of Oswald.
So what we're gonna do for right now is let's honestly, yeah, let's set up Aura Breath. And then I'm gonna set up this, or put this on.
You're too kind.
And then we're gonna put on Aegis Shield. Because that is important to get on right now.
I won't let this chance slip.
We need that. Okay. Let's also chrono drive.
Initiating drive.
So everyone can go faster. Okay. Now.
In I go.
Okay, good. Now with that settled, what we can do is we can do Brilliant Scepter. And then we're going to S-Craft with him.
Are you brats really okay with this? You know what he's gonna do, right?
That's what we came here to find out. Whether or not we are okay with it.
Yeah, we want to come to our own conclusions, so don't worry about holding back.
Okay, then we're going to Avenging Order to boost recovery, which will then give us enough to do Spirit of Ur and Loa. This will be crit on all, along with 50% damage boost.
What? Formidable opponents.
Think again.
Okay. Good. Stigma release. I don't like that. Organ Orisha. Luckily, we have shield on. Good. Okay, you're sealed. Okay, and you are frozen. So, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on Shield Surge again. I don't trust jack shit.
Certain arts will be more potent.
Have the advantage. Press it.
Let's see if I can't do that to get them more CP.
Won't catch me up. Think again.
Okay, good. I was right to put on damage received down because they be zocking. And when they zock, they get fucking like 3 turns. Which kind of bullshit. Okay. Now, who do we want to? Okay, so Prince Sharid is the smallest amount of health. So we only have 2 Supreme remain. The opponent times same person. Everyone knows that it's meant to happen. Once that Supreme, they either get answers, or totally be restricted to help humanity at that time.
I wouldn't dare miss this.
Because when I read that already. Okay. Ultimately, I think we still need some more of these.
Moving in.
Empty slash.
This is truly a fascinating crowd we have. A shame we couldn't have met at a sauna or banquet.
It's remarkable how much you remind me of a certain other prince.
Yeah.
We can still all go to a banquet together after this fight.
I'm still down for that. Okay. So she's Zocking. Okay, she just does normal regular attacks. Couldn't use your special stuff. You're all 11,000, almost 12,000. Okay.
Right behind you.
So we're gonna have to focus on him a little bit.
In the name of Osval.
Let's Ultimate Wind.
You're too kind.
We want to get Aegis Shield back on as fast as possible.
I'll protect you.
Right behind you.
Okay. Get that up.
To be frank, I'm a bit insulted she thought we needed help from the White Orb Mint.
Well, if a certain someone on the other team isn't shy about underhanded tactics, we shouldn't be either.
Still got that sharp tongue of yours, I see. Well, if you're gonna call me a cheater, I may as well cheat my heart out.
Okay. Let's do this.
That's your cue, boss.
Good. Now, here's the question. So we're going to be getting 3. Here is what I'm thinking.
We got this in the bag.
I don't trust the HPs on these guys. Well, actually, we're not close to the stuns on any of them. So, okay, he's still in a recast.
We're doing good.
They're both still in recasts. So, let's do this on Sharid. 36 to 84. That's pretty good.
Oh.
Okay, good. That brings him down significantly. Now, that Zox it. Not exactly what I wanted.
In the name of Osval.
You have damage up in A. HPS up. You can't. Yeah, now here's what we're gonna do.
Doing good.
Actually, if I don't Zoc, this still happens. I'll do this. Because then it's good. All canceled.
Now you're in for it.
Okay. So now here with that.
We're doing good.
We will hit them, which we want to slow, and we're getting 3 bars here. So, EP art power. Actually, maybe I should do
In the name of Oswald.
this instead.
Certain arts will be more potent.
Let's do this. Let's talk with you. Because why not? There you go.
You're really not making this easy for us, are you?
Ah.
I must fulfill my duty at all costs.
Fuck, enemy S-break. Shit.
Thunder Spirit.
Psycho.
Descend on me. Burst forth.
I don't like that.
Psycho Carcerama.
I don't think it'll kill anyone. Because we're all still shielded up, yeah?
Just in time.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. Now, okay, so both of them are still in recast, which is kind of the issue.
Don't cut me out just yet.
COC, activate!
Okay, so we're going to
Give it your best shot.
damn, I was really hoping. Okay, actually, you only have a little bit left. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit all of them with this instead.
It seems
He's down.
I've
Good.
been bested.
Let's do this!
So that's one less turn, which is important. Then, what I can do is I actually just want to hit her. Yeah, okay, fuck. I was hoping it would do what I wanted, but it didn't. Okay.
We have the advantage. Press it.
So what we're gonna do is let's pop this.
You're too kind.
Yeah, you can pop that. You know what? Let's just queue up a safety.
Initiating drive.
Okay. And then you guys are still good. Still. Is there any way to see how many turns left I have on the S boost? I feel like there isn't.
Certain arts will be more effective.
Okay.
It's closing time. I dare you.
Okay. Phoenix.
Allow me.
Here I go.
72,000, 26,000, 72,000. Okay.
In the name of Oswald.
Our CP economy is pretty good.
We're doing good!
Are you prepared?
Let's do this.
Do it to it. Here we go.
Okay. 11,000, 58, 55.
You're formidable, I'll admit.
Give it your best shot.
Certain arts will be more potent.
My question is, do I want to? No, I think I should go for damage here. Yeah, I think that
Have the advantage. Press it.
might be greedy, but I think I should go for damage here.
Too kind.
So
We're doing good!
do this, followed by this.
can
Okay.
still.
Now they're down to 2.
Here we go.
And then everything goes well. So, okay, that gets almost both of them. And this should be fine. There we go. Overkill. That wasn't too bad.
I failed.
Just had to take it carefully. There are a lot of enemies present, but overall, not too bad. Not too bad. Got plenty of XP. Like, my lord.
That much closer to his level.
But yeah, had to take it slow. Had to be careful. Like, make sure I had shield on at like all times. Yeah, I need to remember to swap some of the cores off of just the randos around later.
You combined your stigma with the Saint's Eye? How was that even fair?
Curses. We didn't stand a chance, even with the replica's power.
I feel like you did. A little bit.
Your Highness, please step back.
Oh no, don't. Don't let him.
No, stop! Wait, Kevin, hold on.
We said we'd only go so far with you. If you're going to
Yo.
shoot first and ask questions later, then we've got plans of our own.
This is why I was against bringing you kids in the first place.
He said shoot first, ask questions later. That just means we need to ask questions first, right?
Professor Latoya Hamilton, let's say we put an end to this.
How about we get some answers, all right? How about we keep talking?
Even if you're not doing this for personal gain, that doesn't change the fact that you're still the enemy of Zemuria. A threat that needs to be eliminated.
Like, that enemy of Zemuria bit seems to run counter to a good chunk of that spiel that she presented at the front, saying, yeah, we're just trying to prevent the end of the fucking world and its rebirth. Like, that doesn't seem enemy to Zemuria, really.
But I'm sure you know that better than anyone.
Indeed I do.
Just admitting that.
Yourself included. Given how you keep finding ways to delay pulling that trigger.
Behind us.
Oh.
He's strong.
Yo.
Oh my.
Oh, okay. Money? Oh, she just gets it back. Okay.
Their swordsmanship.
You're a new one. You're a new Vestige. Vestige, masked swordsman. Vestige, masked caster. Vestige, masked swordswoman. These are 3 new vestiges. Is there one for each thing?
Professor.
Is there one for each
You may be indefinite beings,
replica?
but one such as you had best be more cautious.
I didn't expect you 3 would show up here.
These bastards. They're the ones Arkwright fought.
Not really.
Vestiges. But their aura is on another
I'm
level.
trying to think. Who do we know that uses those kinds of weapons?
It's starting. Understood.
Oh, on first name
I'll
basis.
put up a feed of the launch site.
Who knows that sort of? Okay. Yeah, but it knows that swordsmanship, but is a woman. That's what's throwing me. And I don't want hints for it. Because if it was a man, I'd go, oh, maybe it's Osborne. But it's a woman. And it's like, that probably wouldn't be Aryan Road, because she used a lance. And was bigger. Although, a lot of it was armor.
1 p.m. exactly. And now we shall see whether the sword can truly destroy the cradle.
Okay. Sword destroy the cradle. Kevin Rue 3 songs my mother taught me. Okay. Yeah, that is a short route. That is a nice, concise route.
We're no slouches.
Going, hey man, you're gonna get in there, you're gonna explore a little bit, you're gonna get a boss fight, explore a little bit, second boss fight. There you go, done. Because even we know we can't, like, this is a route we can't elongate. We put you in Nuketown. There's nothing here. Hey, rank
has risen.
Okay. So, and that's how they're gonna be jumping us a lot of SP, where each of these story quests is worth a good deal.
Thanks.
Hey, rank
Don't mind if I do.
Strega Laguna.
Top-notch work.
Yeah, that's rank.
I'm not gonna say no.
Oh, well, look at me, Kevin being employee of the month. See, now the question is, because, oh god, okay. Next. Now the thing, right? I assume that Reen and Kevin's routes are approximately similar in length, maybe. I know Kevin's route, it starts a little bit later in the day, and is shorter, like, on the line. But I know Van's gonna get a Route 7 immediately after Route 6 to, like, move forward. I was when didn't use Corvin, use 104 military, so the most common method of combat in the Empire. Yes! But Rufus was the one that was like, ooh, the swordsmanship. I'm like, okay, well, this could be a whole bunch of different things. Like, okay, but we still, but the big thing is we have 3 new vestiges. One of them Rufus kind of recognized. Another had like a scimitar, and the other was a caster. Like, and there's like a big deal about like, are some of these vestiges like the revolutionaries from the war? It's pretty obvious for me. Fuck, man. Well, at least I got Giacomo. At least I was able to place that one immediately and remember his name. Yeah, but here's the thing. See, do I? Oh god, do I? Which do I do? Because I'm trying to think in future. Do I want to do 2 van routes back to back, or do I want to take care of the side stuff to figure out some things? So I guess Van's route ends before the others do. Yeah, which is why I think that he gets another route immediately after. So he gets because he has to get to the 2 lines, which is the rocket launch. Right, that's the time of the rocket launch. He should get another route after this, I assume. Right? Like that's what my brain. It's better to do Reen's first. Okay. Then I'm not gonna be finishing it tonight, but yeah. Where the Heavens Turn. So we're gonna get 2 different people, 2 new people. Maybe one of them will be Shizna. Maybe. Maybe not. But we'll figure it out. July 11th, 6:05 p.m. The way to the waterfall. Calvardian sites, Long Lai Pubu.
Whoa. Is that Long Lai Pubu?
Yes. Didn't you see the title card?
Oh, incredible. It's easy to see why it's one of the 100 wonders of the Republic.
Oh my god, 100 wonders. That's a lot of wonders.
We'll only be here for 20 minutes.
We will be returning to Longlai before 7 p.m., so make sure you're ready to go.
Go drink as much of that waterfall as you possibly can before you leave. Need to hydrate every cell in your body with the mystic energy.
Hey, is the launch happening over this direction?
Yeah, from Zeku's space base, right? It's really close to Longlai, isn't it?
Well, I wouldn't say it's close exactly. It's quite deep into the mountain range, especially since we're in the foothills now. From here, the shortest route would be the Southeast Mountain Pass.
Then, can you take us there tomorrow?
Nope.
Me too! I want to see the rocket from up close! that might be difficult.
Sorry, folks, but no can do. The mountain path has been closed by the authorities. And seeing as there are also quite a few monsters about, I'm afraid you'll have to give up on the idea.
Ugh, bummer.
If it's a government lockdown, then it's probably for our own safety. Still.
Wow. Way to trust your government.
Don't worry, everyone. You'll be able to see the rocket launch very clearly from the streets of Longline. I've even seen both of the previous launches myself, with my own 2 eyes.
You have?
You have eyes?
Tell us, where can we get the best views?
When we return, you can hire me to take you to all the secret spots.
You gotta grease my palms, you know what I'm saying?
You sure are a keen businessman.
Come on, gotta put that mirror. I'm having trouble remembering. My hand is pretty empty. Oh, thank you. There we go. Now I remember. Now it's coming back to me. It's wafting into my brain.
Gotta say, I'm glad this town's got a good view of the launch. It'll make it easier for us bracers to keep everyone safe.
Look, some leaves. Ooh, okay. Optical camouflage.
All right. Everyone in one piece? Hard to believe that little detour cost us the whole day.
The One Piece is real. And it's also the secrets under the ocean somewhere now. Just fucking wild.
See you around, everyone.
Okay, yeah, so this is why this one has to start a little bit early, because these 3 fuck off and go to Nuketown.
It's up to you guys now. Do me a favor, see it through to the end.
If the need arises, you can still contact us through the garden. May the goddess protect you.
And may Arusha guide you. Stay safe, Fee, everyone.
Later, Crow, Reen. You gents and I will have to do lunch and talk movies sometime.
All right, it's a deal. Looking forward to it. You two stay safe till then, you hear?
Right. From the look of it, you're headed to a pretty harsh place.
Please be careful, everyone. We'll do what we can to support everyone in the garden, too. Oh, Mint! Please give everyone back at Thor's an update for us.
It would be really funny if Oda wrote that the One Piece is a manga he is writing. Like, I will be real. I would hope that he wrote, it was just the it was the I hope he wrote the corniest shit of it was the journey, not the reward or something like that. Like something we know isn't exactly true because we know it's a thing, right? We know that on Laugh Tale there's something there. But I would really love it. See, what I would do is I would have that box say I'm putting it in there, and then in that box have like a very extremely intricate like other box that you have to like solve by finding other boxes that I put out in other places in the ocean, right? To reflect needing to get the poneglyphs. Just wait another 5 years, yeah. But I feel like the fact that he was willing to do that does indicate that it's like, okay, we're getting to like the final stretch of One Piece, right? Like, I think that I might be able to finish this prior to someone finding the chest in the ocean.
Yep, sure will.
That's really good optical camouflage.
Seems like tomorrow's gonna be a big day for them, too.
The Dominions, the Elsheim crew, almost seems like everyone in that group has their own agenda.
Yeah.
Heck, Heiyue too. Though I guess they're all trying to get ahead of the presidential office. They've got that in common at least.
Yeah. The same could be said of Arkwright and Kevin's groups.
You two? We'd be more than happy to join in on your serious conversation.
Oh, but they're just stuffed inside the cockpits.
But in these circumstances, it's really hard for us to concentrate.
It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that weird.
Wouldn't have been able to carry you in the soldat's hands safely.
It's fine. It was an emergency. Though, now that I think of it, I could have just ridden on Clown Soleus.
Guess we better hurry and let you gals out of here, huh?
Fee was able to stand behind Reen, so why does Toa have to sit on Crow's lap? Like, I can understand why Altina had to sit on Reen's lap, because Fee was already standing up. But, is believing they already know where it is. I mean, I'm willing to bet. All you need to do is get, what's his face on it? Oh god, GeoGuessr guy. What's his fucking name? Can't remember. The one that knew the gradient of Senegal.
Hey! Come on, Crow. At least act a little embarrassed.
It's just natural ladies want to ride me.
Or where the heavens turn.
We'll be lucky if we're not discovered until morning.
We'll probably be fine. I'm sure the CID and Republican Army have their hands full.
And the One Piece is Luffy because he's going to be the king of the pirates. Okay, I only found this out recently. So I was in chat with a different streamer. Yeah, if I remember right, it was Mui who I've rated I think I've rated a couple times at this point. Maybe? Not 100% sure. But we were just talking, like me, the chat, and everyone else. Just talking about different like openings and stuff because we were submitting videos and things. And I submitted the One Piece like English dub, like 4Kids opening. The yayo, 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 ho ho. Right, the pirate rap. And I didn't realize that apparently it's not like everyone's favorite. Like, apparently it is very much disliked. Which threw me for a loop because it's like my favorite. It is one of the most nostalgic songs in my brain. Right? Like, I wasn't even too into One Piece as a kid, but that opening slapped. It was such a good opening. And I'm like, what is this? What is this hate? Like, you can say that you didn't like the 4Kids dub or whatnot, and the censorship that they did with like removing cigarettes and stuff, right? But the opening was really good. I thought I really enjoyed it, and I still enjoy it. It's really good. To the point where I go, We Are is a little bit overrated. I prefer Pirate Rap over opening one. Of course they just the main reason why I'm manga only for One Piece. I'm just like, yeah, like I'm just sitting there going, man, like it's a good song. I did not realize that it was so disliked. It surprised me. I thought it was damn near unanimous. That's like, oh yeah, no, that's the best part. Like of 4Kids One Piece. We all love that. I thought that was kind of the idea. Right, 4Kids One Piece, not great dub. But the opening is really good. Right, like, oh, we got Zolo Zoro. And it's like, okay, come on, guys. But I thought it was agreed that the opening was top tier. I did not realize it was so contested. I didn't realize I had a hot take because I thought it was a very bland, mild take. I thought it was the of course take.
Had we flown straight toward the space base, we'd probably have been discovered and captured immediately.
Which probably, I'm willing to bet that is where most of my brain is, where what I think I don't necessarily recognize or know enough about a topic or a given like fandom to know that a take I have is a hot take. Because if anyone here said, yo, Bison, drop your hottest take right now, I would have to stop and think of something I could potentially say, because I don't just have those off the top of my head like, oh, this is something that I truly believe, and is a hot take that I have, but I stand by it. It's like, no, like, I'm pretty sure most of my takes are just very normal. There's nothing good about 4Kids One Piece except the opening. At least with Yu-Gi-Oh, the change made sense because of the sheer absurdity of the card game deciding high-stakes conflict. I mean, I still think the opening is really good. In Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean, once again, Yu-Gi-Oh opening, also iconic, right? Like, regardless of what you want to say, not that there are many lyrics to it, like the beat itself was good, but come on, it's time to duel. Right, that by itself, I think, made it worth it. Right, the effect that little audio stim had on an entire generation of kids, I think that itself was worth it.
Yep, though it doesn't look like there's any surveillance.
I've been feeling on edge since yesterday. Why don't we hurry over to Longlight early so we can take a load off?
And also, Joey Wheeler with the Brooklyn accent, I think that's also right? Like, I think there are good things. They because we talked about it on stream, saying, oh, I wish more anime or games had accent characters, right? I wish more of them went, oh, we're gonna say this is this accent, and used more variety in those accents, right? Yeah, take a Brooklyn accent and put it on a punk. Do it. That's fun. It's a fun change. Yes, we love intro English Yu-Gi-Oh! Mainly because Dangry was just too good as Yugi. He was really good. He was a really good Yugi. Or wait, was he Yugi or Pharaoh? Or was he both? Did they have the same voice actor do both? Because if so, that's range. That's range.
Probably gonna be pretty packed. You did make the arrangements with them, right?
Yeah, but it was so last minute I felt bad for springing it on them out of the blue.
That's a good range. Because it's not like Yugi's voice is deep. And then you go to Pharaoh and it's just like, ha-ha, king of games.
If I recall correctly,
Kaiba.
you and your family came here for a trip early last year, right?
Not using the Digimon Butterfly soundtrack was a sin. I don't know what the Digimon Butterfly soundtrack, but also similarly, okay, I guess it's not fair because that generation was affected by literally every opening that could have gotten. But also, Digimon, digital monsters, savior, change into digital champions to save the digital world. Right? The audio stims were so back then. Just ripe for the taking and molding the mind.
Oh, Reen! Doesn't your family's Phoenix Wings Inn have a connection with the place here in Calvard?
It does? Oh yeah, that's why they went there.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's the most famous hot springs inn in Longlai. Hekizanro.
Hekizanro. So we're actually going to be in a town with this group, so there might be a forest PG. Although it was last minute even, as they said, so they might not have been time. So it might just be quests, regular, kinda. Eastern fringes of the Republic. Long lies hot spring paradise. Exchange for Digimon great, but the English dub removed. Braveheart. Glad they corrected this in Digimon Try Onward. We get them English origin.
By that night,
Is Braveheart
it had been
like the
a day
opening?
since we'd left Basel aboard Elsheim's airship, the Horvatot.
I definitely think, was it the... It's the, I guess it would be opening 4 if we're going by seasons, right? It's the one where they turn into Digimon Frontiers. That one is still my favorite Digimon opening. In terms of substance of song. Whereas the other ones just are good memories.
While doing our best to avoid the surveillance of the Republican Army and the CID, we got in touch with our various allies.
Yo, Elliot, you need to fly to Calvin. We need your violin. You got it, Reen.
Because long-distance communications were jammed, we had our contact exchange info with Elsham, Hewe, and even a reporter from the Tyrell Times.
They told us that a spy planted in Zect Arms, a company under the Society's umbrella, had discovered a shocking truth. Professor Latoya Hamilton, known as one of Professor Epstein's 3 disciples and a person of integrity, had utilized white orbments known as altar cores, both at the Basel Observatory and the Tower ruins in Tharbat. There, she used them to construct systems designed to deceive not only the Republic, but also the world at large. Braveheart is Adventure 1's evolution theme, usually played during major battles. They remake. Okay. Although we don't know the intricacies of how these systems work, based on all we'd heard and discovered, it sounded like they were causing widespread interference or camouflaging regarding space and time. Incidentally, tomorrow, July 12th, will also be the day of the first manned rocket launch in history. And recently, Professor Hamilton was secretly placed on the nation's most wanted list, suggesting she's a threat to the space program somehow. Oh! I thought she was kinda working in cahoots with the president to mutually both be trying to stop the end? Because it seemed like she was saying, like, oh, sword and cradle and something, and I imagine the rocket's the sword and the cradle is space? But this is interesting. Moreover, other factions have stepped into the fray. Hey! Yo, look at us. We're Ouroboros. This included the Society, with the Anguis and Enforcers making moves all over the continent. It seemed like they were moving forward with their leader's Eternal Recurrence plan, the 3rd phase of their grand scheme. As for the Church, the end goal of Father Kevin, who had been working with us in the garden, had finally become clear. He's known as the Heretic Hunter. While it's not my place to question the morality of his ruthless mission, that doesn't mean I have to agree with it. There seemed to be dissent within the Church, seeing as 2 Dominions are working together with Elsham just as their group's plan is entering its climax. Furthermore, we also received information that a mysterious group called the Vestiges is operating in the capital and a northern stopover city. Unfortunately, since we are under intense scrutiny, and we're already spread too thin, we had to leave them to Arkwright Solutions. Grew up with the original soundtrack just with German lyrics. Yeah, that is true. I am saying a lot of things that I guess are uniquely American or like Canadian relevant, because I can't imagine 4Kids dub One Piece means anything to you, Wolf Slash. I don't think you. Maybe you get 4 kids in the Deutschland. Not 100% sure.
The time came for us to part ways with Elsham and the Dominions so that they could fulfill their own role. They were headed to the site of a certain tragedy in order to uncover Professor Hamilton's true intentions before judgment was passed on.
The movies had the American soundtrack and it felt wrong. Well, also, so I don't think I ever watched the movies for Digimon, or if I did, I don't remember them. But wasn't the thing, like, the Digimon movie, the American version of the Digimon movie, wasn't it like 2 or 3 different movies, like, spliced? Like, it wasn't what it was supposed to be? In terms of the American soundtrack, the only song that I know or remember is when they're going through the tunnel to go take out all the viruses in like the final thing. That song that's going, I'm like, it's a good song. It just also doesn't feel anime, so I can understand that. But also, feel anime generally just translates to is in Japanese. So
for our part, We went to look into the operation we knew as Project Startaker.
Startaker.
We made our way to Longline to get a good view of the space program, which we believe to be related to what Crow and I saw.
Or the lack thereof.
To the south rose the Ishgal Mountains, which hid the huge basin known as Konlon. That is where the military built their space base, sealed off by Ikaruga for the past 2 years. I was convinced it was there that I would find the land where the heavens turn, as described by my master, Yun Ka-Fai.
Still, like, I like that they're consistent with it, but I wish the F and Phi was capitalized. Like, that's just me, but I guess it's more because Ka-Fai is, like, I guess one name. But I usually associate things, I guess, before and after a hyphen as, like, distinct. And we'll want capitalized, but maybe that's the case. Maybe I should look up the English rules on that. Like, do you capitalize names when hyphenated? How nice. How relaxing. So much food. We had some pay TV channel that had many anime but had American license. Ah, okay. Yeah, the place where I primarily watched anime was Cartoon Network, which then also went to like Toonami late at night on Saturdays instead of Adult Swim. I never watched like Fox Kids, which is where a lot of the 4Kids stuff was. Mostly movies and you get okay. July 12th, 7:03 a.m. Silver Sword Saint. I wonder why that's the OST that's playing. Swing, swing. Swing. Man, your sheath must be magnetic. It's just
I
sticking
got
to
a
you.
message from our teacher. I'll be waiting for you come the promised day in the land where the heavens turn.
Swing. Swung. Swing. He's doing vision training. Oh. He's reaching ascendancy. Man, I wish I had visual memory like this. Talked about it before. It's like, oh yeah, I got what's it called, aphantasia or whatever. And it's like I close my eyes, I don't see nothing.
According to my intel, they'll be
Sucks.
patrolling the mountain range
I say it
until
sucks.
noon.
I don't know. It's fine. It's worked my entire life. But I just go, damn, people get to see things when they close their eyes? That sounds really fun. I feel like that would make books a lot better. Like, I like reading books, don't get me wrong. I have a bookshelf full of them. I got a whole fuck ton of them. But, like, if you got to see things in your brain when you're reading them, that sounds great. Like, that's why I really like reading manga, because I'm like, I'm not missing anything. The picture's right there. How else would you daydream?
Is that the 2nd Air Force Squadron? Seems they're not the only unit on the lookout.
That's the interesting thing, because I do still see dreams. I think that's because imagination and dreaming are two like separate activities, right? Where the concept of having a dream is your brain doing stuff, like is an act. It is a biological process, I guess. Whereas I guess the concept of imagination might not be. I'm not sure. I've not read too much into it, but I also don't think there are too many extensive studies on it either.
Yeah, they're calling it a flight exercise so that everyone will stay calm.
But it's pretty obvious they're not just up there for training. We're not the only ones having doubts.
I'd say the fact that people are only having doubts as opposed to outright panic just goes to show how impressive the CID really is. I suppose we can credit their division chief for that. Or perhaps it's Kincaid's skill at work.
No denying that. Though I do wonder why they've left us to our own devices.
Because they know you won't stop the rocket launch, probably.
Been a while since I've seen your morning ritual, but it's still a sight to behold.
You're right. It looks really intense at first, but halfway through, it becomes more loose and relaxed. I've seen it a few times before, but it felt a little different today.
Actually, thinking about your fellow disciple?
Thinking about that hot girl?
Or maybe you've sensed a certain someone else?
Yeah, another presence. One I couldn't feel at all last night. Maybe he stopped by to join me in my morning practice.
From 18 miles away, I'm also doing the same things, and you can sense me doing it. Yeah, if I ever go back to Japan, I want to make sure I make it a point to go to like a ryokan, like a hot spring. So that was one thing that I just didn't have time in the itinerary to do.
Man, this porridge is delish. Just what I need to get me going this morning.
You really drank your fill last night, didn't you, Crow?
Got drunk.
So good! You know, if you dip the fried bread into the soup before you eat it, it'll be full of juicy flavor.
Fried bread.
These black sides are what you call pidan, right? Century eggs? I'd always wondered how they taste. Their rich and bitter flavor is actually quite addictive.
This danbang tastes so good. It's like an egg crepe. Crispy on the outside and chewy on the inside.
It's a bit different from the traditional meal we had last night. Sounds like this is a standard breakfast here in Longlai. And you're right about the porridge. Its rich, nutritious broth reminds me of what my master used to make for me when I was training.
Didn't he come to Ymir to train you every year since you were 10?
Every year since you were 10. Okay.
You haven't seen him in 6 years, right? Since before you enrolled in Thor's.
Okay, and he enrolled in Thor's when he was, what, 16? So, Yunka-Fai had, what, 5 to 6 years of not necessarily full year training with him, but, like, checkups. I feel like that's a decent amount compared to potentially the others, but I'm not 100% sure. We haven't really gotten much details on that.
That's right. I wasn't even able to meet him during the Civil War or the Battle of Jormungand. It's just been letters and messages. Even if there were several times when I nearly ran into him, apparently. Though, I get the feeling he's been watching over me this whole time. My struggles with my ogre power, all the trials I've had to overcome, including my match against the other me. I have no doubt he's believed in me all along. Believed that I would persevere. I guess I'm just grateful to him.
Rain. Sounds like he's the man who made you who you are today.
He sure is. And soon he'll finally get to see the fruits of all my labor.
The time is nigh. The 8 leaves must come together as one, and cut a path to the land where the heavens turn. It is after your fateful clash with the Black God that you will find your true blade.
I'm sure he has a goal of his own that he's been working toward in the shadows. Something related to the space program.
Ikaruga, the Jaeger Corps known as the strongest in all of East Zemuria. To think this man was the chieftain of such a group.
It seems that once he passed the clan on to the next generation, he decided to train those in West Zemuria in the way of the Divine Blade. Judging by how your sister disciple turned out, he's not just any old man.
Judging by how Shizuna's a goddamn monster.
Yeah. I heard he helped Arkwright's group yesterday in Inkerville, but he wasn't just there to help them. Apparently, he was tracking down an important lead.
That's all well and good, but let's not forget that it's Ikaruga blocking all the roads to the space base. Taking our mechs will only get the military on our asses. So, what are you thinking we should do?
Could Yunka-Fai last longer than Master Roshi in the Tournament of Power? No. No, I don't think he could. I think anything that's scaled against Dragon Ball is immediately at a disadvantage of remember when X character blew up the fucking moon in base Dragon Ball? And then remember when DBZ happens and Raditz comes in and says, Goku and Piccolo, you each have like a power level of like, or no, Raditz comes in, looks at Roshi and goes like, you have a power level of like, what, 20 or like 10? It's some ridiculously low number. And it goes, oh, okay. That low ass number person was able to blow up the fucking moon. No one in the Trails verse is blowing up the moon without crazy bullshit happening. Like, you would need 18 Septarians. Okay, but if she's gonna saw Piccolo blow up the moon, she could learn that right. Okay, so if we are operating under the assumption that we have some our character's innate skills in that verse, then Shizuna probably would be able to learn how to use ki and fly very quickly, because we know that normal humans can do it, right? Krillin, Vidal, they can learn ki manipulation and fly normal, like normal people. So I don't necessarily think she'd be able to, like, It's really dependent on how much of ki is based, well, because we know it can't be based purely on martial arts, because Saiyans don't necessarily learn martial arts. They are just naturally, like, strong and able to use what is effectively ki. They just presumably don't call it ki to do all that stuff. So, Regular Dragon Ball, perhaps, but nothing past it yet. Yeah, Videl can do it. So Earth can destroy the moon with ease. Could it? She's gonna go Super Saiyan God just because she wants to. That would be on track. Saiyans do learn martial arts. Their style is based on military code. Yes. They learn a martial art. So we know that ki isn't dependent purely on, like, karate martial arts. It's just a martial art. So you at the very least know that it has to, like, you have to be like a fighter by and large to do it most of the time. Not necessarily that all ki based stuff is martial arts, because then you have like the Namekians who can do like fucking healing and other ki based bullshit, like making a dragon that can grant wishes. But yeah, I would be willing to bet that Shizuna might be able to. It would just be a question of how long and whether or not she would be able to get up to strength level of the top tiers in that world.
The rocket takes off at 1 p.m. We need to somehow traverse the mountains so we can see it launch up close. Plus, we need to find out the true purpose of the Excalibur, now that we've inadvertently helped them with the finishing touches.
This Earth has complete domination over physical mass and could literally tear the moon apart based on that one fact. Where was it stated that that's what the Septarian of Earth had? Because I was under the assumption that Earth and Fire were never really stated as to what their abilities were. It was just they were each big fucking mechs that had, you know, some kind of ability, and they clashed and then demolished each other and fused. Like, I don't remember them ever clearly detailing what those Septarians' abilities were. No, we really have to fish coaches. And I can use magic.
To the bottom of what it was
Magic.
Crow and I saw at the observatory.
Boy, our to-do list just keeps piling up. Just remember that even if we get to see the launch up close, it doesn't mean it'll give us any answers.
But if Reen's unclouded eye is compelling him, then I think we should go. After all, that's the same thing that eventually led us to facing the other Reen and finding out the truth in the Retributive Tower. I agree. We should be prepared, though. Things might end up even worse than back then. The fate of Zemuria is at stake. You could say, our world is coming to a crossroads.
Yeah.
Or nothing might end up happening. And then it's all good, yeah?
Okay, Crow.
A spectacular show like this isn't something you want to experience secondhand. The whole world's watching.
You're right about that.
I don't have much time, but I'd still like to take a look around Longline this morning. We need to find a way past the local authorities, seeing as they've blocked off access to the mountain pass. Yeah, some of my contacts have spread around that a Spriggan's here, so there might be some 4 SPGs on the board. Okay. I also talked with the guild branch here, and it might be good to drop by and see what info they can give us. That reminds me, Toa. You mentioned there was an important contact that we might be able to speak with. Yeah. Bet you met a certain sly old raccoon we met on the Pantagruel before he hung up his boots. Right. I did mention that, didn't I? I'll try and see if we can set up a meeting with him. Though keep in mind, the Republic always provides the CID bodyguard to people of his former station. Yeah. You can see how that might present a problem. So we'll just have to wait and see if he replies. Yep, I think they'll get in touch with us sometime this morning. Well, sounds like we got some time to kill. Who's up for taking a little stroll around town? Or better yet, we could see if anyone's playing Mahjong and join in. We didn't come here to fool around, Crow. Though I suppose it's not a bad idea to restock our supplies while we're in town. Incidentally, we received a message from the Crossbow branch. It sounds as though the garden's 8th domain will be unlocked soon. Got it. In that case, we can log in and check it out if we have time. Okay, then let's move out, you guys. Received monk attire for Reen and Company. Is that what it's called? Monk attire? Not just, you know, regular bath attire or like ryokan attire? Okay. But I've been going for almost 4 hours. Oh, are we going to be dueling Yunka Fai? That would be neat, potentially. But, okay. Spirited Fire had domination over souls when the two melted together in case of Terran Steel that didn't lose their original ability, but gain another ability, which is gain domination over conflict. Got to be able to act on confrontation design, so I have the energy from. I don't remember. That's another one. As I said, I didn't realize, or I don't remember the Subterranean of Earth or Fire having indicating what abilities they had. Now I'm curious. I want to go check the wiki. But okay. With that, thank you very much, everyone, for dropping by. Thank you, Ninja and Wolf Slash and Sleeper, as well as everyone else that dropped by and chatted, and also everyone that lurked. I should be back on Monday. No, wait. No, today's Friday. I thought today was Saturday. I should be back tomorrow. God, look at me. Getting mixed up. You can tell I've been going for a while. Yeah, I should be back tomorrow with some more, where hopefully I'll be able to just get through all of Reen's route, and then maybe start Van's, and then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, hope you all have a very nice night, and will join me next time. Bye.